All right, let's see.
Oh my God, everyone's here.
Woo!
Let's see. Okay, so we're back up. Much better.
Much
hopefully.
better. Welcome back.
So that must have been our.
I was exporting a big video and it ruined everything. Bad social duck. Bad social
Now
duck.
we know.
Now we know.
And knowing is 90% of the battle.
Yeah.
Nice. That's true, actually.
The other 10% is sexp.
Yes.
It was a
We're
lot
both
of
doing
fun.
great.
I was exporting, okay?
So in case you're just tuning in on YouTube, we had
That
to restart
movie.
the stream. We had some delay issues, but we are back.
Hello.
So here we are.
Poop.
Poop.
Whoa!
Yes.
Oh shit.
Pixie Bits from King Metal. So yeah, folks, if you feel like cheering today, or I'm guessing for the next little while anywhere on Twitch, if you use the Bleed Purple one, it gives an extra, over 10 bits, it gives an extra 10%. So if you cheer 100 bits, it actually gives the channel 110 bits.
That's so cool.
Which, while we were going offline just now, we have to thank Dio.
Thank you for the
and
bits.
all the resubscribers, Lemoneater, Dio, Kaiser. I'm missing one, but thank you guys.
Thank you.
Anyway, as we were saying earlier, the Changeling 20th Player's Guide has been released. It kind of snuck out there on Drive-Thru RPG.
Whoop.
So there's been some frantic reading.
Yes.
Next month we will be 2 years old.
Terrible
twos. Well, 2 years old as affiliate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've been going for a while.
Whoa.
You might have to do it in a... Oh no,
It
it's
says
at 11.
bonus, yeah, it
Okay,
says-
good. I wasn't sure.
Amazing. Stealth release.
So there's a couple of things that I'm going to have to point out. The first is the Changeling 20th Player's Guide came out. Whoa, everything's
Whoa,
happening.
hey, whoa, hey.
Thank you for the
Thanks,
bit.
Wormlord. May I call you
You
Wormlord?
can just type, you can just put a 0 next to the 1 and it'll actually cheer 10. You could put in 23 and as long as you put in the right syntax, you can cheer any random number. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Yay, Player's Guide!
Yay.
All right, I'll let you. No.
That's it.
Say your things.
That's it. I was just
Oh,
responding
my
to
glasses
chat.
are filthy as fuck.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Crosshair, we're waiting for your tweet. Bring it on. Whoa.
Duke and cocaine?
Get Spark.
Oh, the whole of Changeling.
Sorry, that was loud. May I? I'm gonna
ahead.
read this. Duke and cocaine. Get Spark. Fight Dragon. Penance. Find Little One. Sowain. Badfalla. Pharma Visit. Brom Dreamwalks. Visit Quebec City. Dead Lady Jasmine. Vampire Hole. Wolfie Camp. Newfoundland Trip. Cog Chased. Home Fires. Bad Talus. Big Eagle. Pharma Raid. Hergo! Sapphire Eye. Brom Dead. Patches Lich Fight. Brom Back. Home Fry Bomb. Tara-Nar. Vampire Meat. Circle Meat. Best In. Big Fight on Street. Sowain. Talus Deep Dreams. Trip. Beltane. Tara-Nar. Golden Braid. And here we are.
Boom.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm just being very loud.
It is,
Sorry.
I think he was really projecting.
I have trouble getting away from my theatrical training.
Here, let me just crush your diaphragm.
Okay.
Oh, that was loud and so
That was
quiet.
very loud.
Y'all can't do anything right.
I know. You play with us all the same.
Rocky,
Hergo.
Rocky, one day we will meet, and you will be the one to deliver me.
We never saw him, did we?
No.
You left like a little sword from
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him.
Anyway, so the Changeling 20th Player's Guide came out. Shut the fuck up.
Overlay says day 77.
The overlay says day 77. God, everything is fucking. I just can't do anything goddamn right today.
I liked the Hergo
Well, you got
voice.
us delicious poke bowls.
That's
we
true,
thank you
too.
for that.
And we thank you for your service.
Quick, everybody, what should I spend my XP on? I have 7 XP. Or should I save up for a really, really, really long time and buy an 8th dot of glamour? It would take a very long time
I'm looking at your sheet.
to get there, but Spend it all.
Oh, you're getting some squishy yarn, John.
Ooh, maybe more manipulation.
Oh, save up for more manipulation?
Get a specialty manipulation.
Chronos for the lulls.
I would get Kronos.
Oh shit, Chronos.
Please, we're back.
So Changeling 20th Players Edition, or Players Guide came out. There are some things that I have to point out. The first thing is that this game started before that was released. There will be information in that guide that will not apply to this game. You guys already know this, and you know that I change things as I want. But just please try to avoid throwing in the chat being like, actually, the crystal circle doesn't work that way. Like, I know. I know it says that way in the books. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I give enough fucks to tell you that I don't give a fuck. That's how many fucks I have to give. Which means that the boon and ban that you find in the book for the Crystal Circle, for instance, does not apply to Sophia, despite the fact that she's a member of the Crystal Circle. The other thing is that there are some things that will play into it. I actually really recommend picking up the book. It's got some very interesting things in it. Just don't be surprised if your favorite thing doesn't make it into this game, because it might not. And one thing that I will point out is that the arts that are in there, Infusion hasn't really changed. It's got, the only thing that really has changed about Infusion is some slight mechanics tweaks, and also the fact that now it's not a knocker-only art. The other thing is that Tailcraft doesn't suck anymore. Tailcraft used to be terrible. Tailcraft used to basically be like, oh, it's like I have chicanery, except badly.
No.
Now Tailcraft is actually a really decent, useful, and interesting art. So, go have a look.
Does it kind of come up like, it strikes me like it would be like naming, but I guess not.
Wait, what?
I haven't read it, but like it strikes me like it would be similar to naming, that you could, craft things about the world and have them come true, All right.
It involves, what was / is Tailcraft? I've never played Changeling. So the OG Tailcraft was basically all arts to help you tell stories and then involve other people in your stories. The new Tailcraft still helps you tell stories, but then also has things like the third level allows you to start telling a story which everybody is then compelled to listen to.
That's
therefore, you capture everybody's attention. The fifth level lets you deliberately give somebody else the role of someone in a story, and as long as they abide by that character's personality and their morals, they get to have extra dots on their sheet that don't exist.
Oh, that's cool.
But only if you, if I gave you Lancelot, then you would be like, okay, well, I have more melee, I have more, perhaps, et cetera, et cetera. However, I unfortunately have to act like a knight of the round table, and also I may, be involved in a tryst with somebody who I probably shouldn't be. That kind of thing.
So
you only
Part of the
benefit from it
course.
as long as you hold on to that guide.
The book.
Nope.
Thank you.
I mean, you could just read it off an eraser, right?
Yeah.
So you do it on
It all
tests.
fits on there.
And you can unleash Tailcraft now, which would be pretty cool. Can anyone throw a link to a resource that summarizes the heraldry for all the houses?
Woof.
There's definitely the wiki that explains all of that.
Yeah, there's a
Not
White Wolf
ours.
wiki that'll have it. The other thing is that the houses, you'll find a lot of information on the Sealy houses because they were in Changeling 2nd edition. The other houses you might find less information because they were in other source books, and they only all got compiled in Changeling 20th, which is still relatively new. But you can have a look and see what you can find. Aragorn is now saying, or Soothsay one. Are you trying to pick a new art? Is that it?
Aragorn's given me a few ideas.
You don't have to pick it right now. You could hold on to it. You can talk to other people and be like, maybe what should I do? You can find out in character what art you might want to pick.
Oh.
Cool.
Could do that.
You don't have to, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to spend experience just so that Aragorn will like you. She'll like you anyway.
I know. But if I don't know what I'm saving up for either,
I don't
it's
think that's how it works.
No, I don't think so either.
I think
So I wanted to read the
Let's
first
describe it.
level of these ones, and then I can decide in game. Real quick.
That's a great reason to spend experience. Well, well, that's what I have. Why don't we just salute She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Entropy's Disciple? Might as well.
Who's live here?
Yeah, live here. Also, we're just going to give a shout out that Pukajutsu streamed today.
Yay!
And we were watching as we were setting up, which is why we were not talking a whole lot. And I don't mind that you're playing blue.
He does.
Do you think they know? Any Liam with Sovereign needs to be slapped with a rolled up newspaper. It's actually any Ska with Sovereign needs to be slapped with a rolled up newspaper. They're not allowed to learn it. Liam are totally allowed to learn Sovereign. I was watching Books because it was being hosted. Yes, I do.
Hosting.
So let's find out. Might as well from you guys. What'd you do? Who is a favorite child of Aragorn today?
And Joaquin Phoenix, like one of these.
Yeah, we'll do the whole
Say for now, I do.
we totally did
not.
this in Rome. We never did this in Rome. It's also this meant save him and this meant kill him.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. I bought the 5th dot of Skycraft.
Oh shit!
Because I am now a Lord of Leven. Which, Lord of Leven allows someone who is enchanted with Storm Shroud to shoot lightning bolts from their hands. Lightning bolts.
That's not broken
Lightning
at all.
bolts. Nope.
So
It's a lot.
You spent nothing?
I spent nothing.
And I probably spent nothing
Oh. Oh.
because I couldn't decide.
Is that the first top 5? It's the first top 5 for Scott.
Yes.
Well, in ours.
No, it's his
second, actually. I
Second,
still have
alright.
Dragon
We all
Fire
have 2 now, right?
I have 3.
Jesus
That's
Christ!
why I have no XP left to spend.
You have 3? What 3 RC you have for
Chicanery,
5?
Leisure Domain, and Wayfair.
That's a lot, right?
Why am I giving you guys so much experience?
Look, but I also haven't upped any of my stats or skills, basically, whereas they were more even with their
Why are
spending.
you so upset? We're getting powerful. You should
Because
be proud.
eventually, it's just then it becomes harder and harder to... Anyway. We'll see.
Just put it up against an Exalted or something.
Everyone also has
To be
that.
fair, she uses Wayfair 5 just to get laid.
Hey, man.
Long distance relationships suck. Why not use Fucker Flash?
It's true.
I can't do that in the Crosshair because then they're just going to buy Scene and it won't matter anymore. Like they probably already did.
Yeah, I have some scene.
I do have some scene.
All right, what happened last session?
We had a ball. Literally. Well, we attended one anyway.
Part 2.
Sophia was the main event. Are you ready? Her chimerical companion from childhood, Peeps, was taking up a lot of the show, being very uppity and very charming, but very, superior. Peeps did mention, though, to Patches, "Hey, can you look after her for me?" Which I thought was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened to you guys?
Incisor was present at the ball, and Sophia was talking to her. Incisor started a few online dating profiles, and they were terrible, so Sophia made them better.
Karen Lith, who's the new head of Gwydion, wants to see Patches, so that was information related to Brahm. Meanwhile, Patches danced with Darius of House Skaha.
Darius?
Satyr. And also danced with a bunch of other folks, including Squire Lanson of House Aiel and
Jasper.
yeah, it's like bro guy, Jasper.
Bro dude, bro man.
Jasper of Fiona, who got a speaking to from Zeragon.
Did Patches hook up with Darius is the
I
question.
did.
All right. Rock on.
Satyrs don't get that extra dot of stamina for nothing.
I thought it was for like running or something. For dancing? No?
Yeah, the horizontal mambo.
Hey. Yeah.
Sophia and Zeron danced together, caused quite a stir.
Brom accused Helena of being perhaps a bit thirsty and was rebuffed. And he and Kyoko talked about the future and boned. And there you have it.
I like to think the crossroad that your stamina is actually an exponential curve. So like stamina 1, you're like a 2-pump chump. That's it. Stamina 2, like, you know, an average.
Average.
Which is like 45 minutes, right? No? And then like stamina 3, it's like 6 hours. So you're like David Bowie at that point.
But I have
No, Sting. Sting's the one who's all
Sting.
tantric sex.
Tantric sex, that's right.
Stamina 4
D-
essentially means that you can last about 3 weeks.
Okay.
And stamina 5 is about 7 years.
Okay, so I have stamina 5 with a specialty in resilient. Does that mean I can also like take a couple of bum smacks at the same time?
I
No,
think they
those
call
just,
them bum smacks when
I don't
they're in
understand
that.
the point of one partner having stamina 5 if the other partner doesn't have stamina 5.
Well,
That doesn't
it's
make any sense,
called polyamory
I guess.
or non-monogamy.
Ervin, why do you
Or
feel
you're
awkward? Why are you
training
shouting
them up
that?
in stamina so that they can buy another dot.
Time for your training, babe.
This is also the best music to come along with this sort of conversation.
I like
And
to think
Motley
so.
pull their stamina resources. You know what? The scene effect is.
Ugh.
All right, well, on those notes.
What about time? Okay.
Yes.
There was a time that I used to play Magic the Gathering to a healthy amount. I was that guy. I had the binders. I had the cards. I didn't have that many cards. I was never as competitive at Magic as I was in other games. I was good. I took a couple of tournaments, but the thing that I'm reminded the most is that when I played Magic, there was a group of people who I would play with. The second collectible card game that I played, which was the Decipher Lord of the Rings trading card game. I like how Scott's like, it's like,
I gotta learn about you somehow, man.
there were people there who I formed very solid friendships with because they also played that game. And when I stopped playing that game, when that game became unsustainable for me, those friendships fell away. They had to, because that was what connected us. It was that game. I thought that I might start losing some people when they announced the end of Android Netrunner, but that game has since kind of resurrected itself. And so I'm not necessarily in danger of that. But it does remind me that there are transitive friendships that rely on games to stay the course. And I wonder whether that's the same for relationships as well. Are there games that can keep relationships together? Are there games that, when they end, so too must the relationship? Love is a very strange thing. For some, it contains elements of gamesmanship, sportsmanship, competitive natures. For others, it's built on something else entirely. But the foundations are there. Sometimes love exists because of an external force. And sometimes it doesn't need it. But external forces can act upon love, change it, twist it, strengthen it, or end it. The date on the screen that you see here, Sunday, May 12th, 2019, which is still in the future, although now getting to be less so, is going to change. It's now Monday, May 13th. You are still at Tara-Nar. But the plan is for Zister, who took his nuclear-powered Winnebago.
What a dude.
Is going to drive back and is offering to give lifts, but he's willing to wait if there's anything else that you need to take care of.
I'm simply sort of saying my goodbyes. I imagine we will have some sort of send-off from the High Queen Lenore, just because we're such a large contingent of people now. But other than that, I'm taking my leave of McAllister. Unless we're giving him a lift somewhere.
Homefires is right across the street. I'm all right. You don't have to worry about me. Besides, I'm going to need some time to make sure that I get everything organized before I go.
Of course.
You're never going to be too far away. Not anymore.
No, you can always reach me. Or someone who has their phone.
You know, there was a time that it was something more poetic. Something like, no, we'll never be too far apart because the bonds of warriors and brotherhood. And that, now it's just because we got Facebook. It's not right.
I thought you knew that the bonds of warriors and brotherhood ran thicker than blood. What was it? I thought you knew that anyway. My lord.
Fine.
I'm getting my things in order. If Lenore does call for us, I'm going to make sure to be ready, but I'm packing my things all morning.
She just threw you a ball. She doesn't need to see you again.
Fair enough.
You do get a nice note saying that she's pleased that you are here, that if anything, especially as it comes to turns, comes up, please make sure to reach out. And she will do the same if there are any questions that she may have.
Excellent. Have I been told anything by Brom?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Brom relayed the message that the High Lord Carendlith ap Gwydion wanted to see her not without an escort, but like that I wasn't also necessarily invited.
Cool. When it seems appropriately late in the morning, so I don't go knock on the door at 6 a.m., I will head over and hopefully the Carendlith has some sort of squire afoot so that I'm not the one just waking her up.
When you arrive at the Gwydion Pavilion, there's more Gwydion than the last time that you were around. Remember, it was empty. And they all sort of look a little bit discombobulated. There's some strangeness here. But when you arrive, when you knock on the door, when it opens up, there's this very odd tension that just floats in the air right in front of you. After all, they're all here with a different High Lord, I should say, and you are here unescorted.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll me your charisma etiquette.
Yes. 2 successes.
Wow.
Nicely done.
It's Patch's favorite day.
Patches knew she was going into serious places.
Andrew Coffee.
A knight escorts you towards the High Lord's chambers, which are the same as the previous millenniums. But you're asked to wait, and you need to wait for about 5 minutes before you're let in. And then the new High Lord, with her severe features, now is no longer dressed in the same sort of green and gold pantsuit that she was wearing before, and now is dressed in a pencil skirt and a blouse. She's got tiny little spectacles that she has perched on the very end of her nose, and her hair is tied up into a bun, and she looks up as you come in.
Good morning.
Yes.
We sit.
I would consider it appropriate for you to tell me what you believe I should know.
In relation to I mean, I could try to tell you everything I know in life, but that's a bit of a large task. Can you give me some context as to what you'd like me to speak to?
Events that occurred in this room.
Elenian. Not Elenian. Yes,
Yep.
Elenian?
Yep.
Okay. Lord Elenian was beyond rude, beyond inconsiderate, beyond prejudiced. I was prepared to leave, and Brahm told me that I shouldn't. Brahm, I think, would have acted if I hadn't. And though you may not be well acquainted with him, I think that he certainly follows the Gwydion code.
With all due respect, I'm not interested in conjecture at this moment, simply what occurred.
After a few minutes of bile, of bilious speech, Elenian I can't remember who moved first or whether we both, because I remember I was going to cast a cantrip at him and he was going to attack me in
You
the same
essentially
round.
decided at the same time that you were going to
Okay,
fuck each other
cool.
up.
Yeah.
Because he looked like he was losing his shit.
Yeah, he leapt over the desk as like a bunk. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both seem to have gotten fed up with one another. I cast a cantrip. He
Which
was
cantrip? I like the idea that Patches actually is like, oh, hold on.
Hang on.
No,
There's
it's
not
Kate being like, "What?" But I was not prepared for this conversation at all. Failed mind. I felt that if I had no interest in attacking him physically, I didn't want to harm him. I just felt that he didn't deserve the rank that he was abusing. And so I thought that if, for at least a brief time, he was nothing to anyone, it might help him. As it turns out, there was actually a hourglass of some form that was actually mentally manipulating him.
She looks up and then she indicates with a finger and just pulls twice, and a squire closes the door so that so the two of you are alone in the room. You were honest with me.
Yes.
That is why you are still standing here. I understand your position. I know why you did what you did. I have spoken with the High Queen, and she has granted you a pardon. I intend to honor this pardon, because you have done the house a favor. You also took this action, as you stated, because you believed he was no longer worthy of his rank. That is not a decision you get to make. Privately. We also understand that you hold a certain amount of sway right now with your kith. Whether or not this is a duty that you wished to have or one that has been thrust upon you, we understand that this puts you in delicate positions. I cannot officially condone your act. I can unofficially thank you for it. For it is the decision that I would have made had I been here.
That is reassuring to hear. That I did not act in an intent to remove him from his rank or in any sense of... Yes, I felt he didn't deserve his rank, but I didn't feel like I was actually ever going to remove that from him. I just couldn't listen to him any longer without action.
The members of House Gwydion are not unknown in their getting their feelings hurt. I understand that you are not nobility, that you are a member of no house, that your allegiance this time is to your oath circle, your freehold, and your kith. Am I correct?
That is accurate.
Does this intend to change?
I don't think so.
I'm asking for one condition. Should you ever decide that you're going to enter into the ranks of nobility or politics, or should you ever decide that you wish to swear into the house of your choosing, you must come to me first. The reason I ask this is because you have, in fact, disrupted the course of one of the great houses of Concordia through your actions, and I do not wish for dishonor to fall upon me, you, or whoever you choose to associate with in the future as a result.
That is appreciated. And understood.
I'm pleased that we can speak plainly about this.
It's my preferred method of speech, so it's quite a joy to speak with those of House Gwydion.
If you have any other questions for me, I'm at your disposal. Otherwise, you may go.
Thank you for your time.
When you open the door, the squire who's standing behind it closes it and just takes one look at you. He quirks an eyebrow, and there's this sort of like, huh, as he starts to guide you out.
Cool.
I've seen towns like that take paint off walls.
Sorry, I missed the key word. I've seen what like that?
Tongues. I'm surprised that you're still standing, as tall as you are. And he looks like down, because you're not very tall. You're kind of wee.
Thankfully, the Gwydion prize honesty.
Thankfully, they do. And when you walk out of the building, you see the Lady Helena standing just outside.
Oh, just chilling.
Morning.
They didn't kill you.
No?
Oh, I've won a bet.
Good. Good to hear that you bet for my survival.
Damn it. Here's 20 bucks.
We're going to miss you around here.
I probably won't be gone long, whether or not I want to be.
Do yourself a favor.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to be here, don't.
Hard to say no when your circle mate is being honored. Especially if it's Sophia. I think she'd probably give me the silent treatment for months if I didn't show up to her party.
What's one silent treatment compared to your own mental health?
I can do a party.
Good luck.
And you? Are you well?
Yes, I am. For the first time in a long time, actually.
Good.
After all, Sophia only got promoted to Baroness. That just puts her on my level.
She needed to get on your level.
Everyone does.
I'll continue to cheer you on from down below.
See that you do. She winks, and then she heads into the building.
Yeah.
The train's leaving. I'm tired. I'm hungry. And the food here is way too fancy.
I'm gonna start carrying my bags out of my room. I assume he's like pacing the hallway outside all of our suites, saying these words.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like it's time to go.
If there's a particular place that you want to eat while we're on the way, you just need to let me know.
I'll start reading reviews.
Reviews.
I mean, are we doing roadside friendlies, or are we actually looking for something less large?
Just something with good food.
The only place we're not eating is Denny's.
Fair.
You never went there, perhaps as a child, or with family?
Have you ever been inside a Denny's?
Of course.
It's banality incarnate.
Yes.
No Denny's.
All right.
By the time that we're finished, the van will have sunk into the ground. I would just be a cranky man. For all I know, you would just end up being, oh no, why am I only 6'2" all of a sudden?
That would be distressing. But I think you'll find that the smiles of children bring glamour to even the most banal of places. Not that we have any here, so I suppose it's a moot point.
Are we giving a lift to Geron as well?
I'm gonna turn to Zeron.
Who is buttoning up his shirt coming out of your room?
No.
Ah, come on.
Oh, they've got the Jack and Jill
I've been packing my
bathroom that
bags
they
for
can
long
pass
enough that he's
between.
probably had to go back
Yeah,
and get
buddy.
his own things.
Yeah, buddy.
So the difference is, Patches uses Fucker Flash to get to the place where she's going to get laid. Zeron uses it to get out.
Out of the places. Excellent.
Should we tell them that we can...
That we can.
get to this Denny's real quick? Should we tell them that?
What is going on in the chat?
Aragwen,
So if it's in
Yeah.
the HTML brackets, I know there's a real word for them, it doesn't show up in the web chat.
Yeah. I guess because that's a browser source, right? Probably, or whatever.
Because I think the browser source is correctly trying to hide it, like thinking that it's a command or something.
Interesting.
We can
I'm
see
just
it
wondering
in
whether you
chat
can
box.
like fuck it up by like putting in like a bold or italics tab and just totally bone all the CSS that's in there.
That'd be awesome.
Would it?
I don't know.
We've already restarted the stream once today.
Boom, John, no. John, don't do it.
Actually, that's a good question. Are you recording?
Yes,
Kate reminded you too.
and I saw you press the button. Good.
Whew.
Once Patches is done with the meeting, she heads back, picks up her already packed bags, and
Do you say anything to Darius on your way out, by the way?
I would have said something before parting,
Like-
assuming he was awake.
He probably woke up.
What, he just died? Like, what do you mean he probably woke up?
I mean, you're always welcome at the Spark if you feel like dropping by. Something like that.
He just like slides his card under
Oh,
under his
Take it
lapel.
with 2 hands and I bet. Wait, wrong society.
yeah, what the hell?
I am gonna ask Sir Zeron if he's coming back with us.
It's time that I made my way back home.
Which home?
Good question.
And you're not sure yet, are you?
No.
Well, it's a long car ride. I mean, not that long actually, with Sister driving that death machine, but
He presses a button and you just hear like a Geiger counter start.
oh boy.
We're sure this is safe, sister.
Of course, it's
You can
safe.
just,
It's
you
safer
know,
than houses.
walk home.
When was the
bus.
last time that I built a vehicle that you were injured in?
Ooh.
No, I wasn't injured then, or then, or then. We were
injured
3 for
yourself?
3,
Get in the Winnebago.
sir.
My lady.
My sister.
Hey.
That's fair.
Morning.
Getting it.
Low
Good
doses of
morning.
radioactivity are
Insane.
measured in bananas.
Bananas. Banana for scale.
That's fun.
Banana.
Patches, you're up early.
I had a meeting with Gwydion.
Is everything all right?
I'm sworn to secrecy. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Empathy 5.
Apparently people thought I was gonna die or that I'd get my ass handed to me verbally. None of those things happened.
I'm pretty sure in a verbal sparring match, you are the one handing the asses.
I see that the title has raised
Seen
your
enough of
language.
your work. Well, you know.
It is you who are handing the asses.
Oh, it's like, oh,
handing the
sir.
asses.
Tipsy.
Fucking Jane Silent Bob striking.
Basically, you said, hey, that was dumb. Don't do that again. You're lucky this time.
Were you planning on doing it again?
I mean, I was just gonna keep cutting down all the Gwydion until Braum was on top.
See, I wouldn't
but
put it
you
past
know,
you, Patches.
I wasn't
wouldn't
sure whether
want
Kyoko
that.
ranked above Braum, and I like Kyoko, so you know, I just figured I should stop while I'm ahead.
Very smart.
She and I would take a trial by combat if it came down to it, but I don't think it would.
Who says it would be a trial by combat? A fiore can take many different forms.
It would be trial by Mortal Kombat.
Oh no.
Excellent. I select Mortal Kombat 2.
Perfect.
Does that one have the man with the lightning hands?
Yes.
Excellent. I will press the buttons until it shoots out. The lightning.
Oh my god!
I should just go. This is awful.
I'm certainly thankful that you're willing to cheese your way into the high lordship of Gwydion.
Who wouldn't?
This is. It would be a very
All right,
confusing time.
If no one else picks, I pick friendlies. I'm sure Incisor will be happy.
Oh, speaking of Incisor.
Yeah, she's there.
Okay, cool. Is there anyone else who needs a lift back with us? Fala is coming with us, is not?
She is finding her own way across the ocean to Hibernia.
I was gonna say, Ross's shadow is not across the ocean. She's going the wrong way.
I am aware of this.
True Ishu Fesh, and she just starts walking, and like little ice things form underneath her feet as she walks
So you have
across
Claude,
the
you
ocean.
have Zeron, you have Kyoko, you have Incisor, and then Zister, and then the three of you. Just the standard residents.
Right. Yeah.
Claude.
Yeah, you mentioned Claude.
Okay.
Claude's here.
Helena's not coming with you, McAllister's not coming with you.
And
we
neither is
left.
Fala.
Great, we're good.
And Kay is dead, and so is Cillian, so that's everyone covered, I think.
I like how you make sure to.
You've got their
I
two,
was going through everyone in the dream. Like,
you've got their two braids.
check.
It's true.
That's true. So I guess we're all in the
If you stare at it long enough, maybe it'll bring them back.
Maybe if
Do you
braid
think-
them together.
Do you think that these should live with their final resting places?
No. No, I think you should give them to the next two people who join.
I'll have to think about that.
If there's a symbol of the red branch, that's what they stood for. As much as they would be welcome in this new allegiance. It's not what the banner that they fought under.
That is true. I know.
They have been made honorary members, but their souls are no longer with them. Are you going to give one to Lauren? It is a symbol that you are currently a member of the branch. She's not. Well,
No,
right. We're not a branch. We made this distinction already. Never mind. Well, I could go for some empanadas.
There must be something on the side of the I-90. Where are we going? The I-90?
89.
89. Thank
Yep.
you. You're right.
And that's why I keep saying friendlies, because you can get big old plates of food and big old things of ice cream.
All right, we can do that.
Because no one else has actually voted for anything.
We'll go to Friendlies. I don't know enough about restaurants in the States.
Actually, now I really want, the thing, it's wrapped in a corn husk.
No. A corn husk.
Yeah,
Those are inedible.
You unwrap it from the corn husk and then you eat it. I don't remember what it's called.
Corn on the cob?
No. It's Mexican.
Corn is also
Well,
Mexican.
we're really far north, so as much as I'm sure there are some Mexican joints, it's not much better than in Canada.
Tamale.
Oh.
And you're better traveled than I.
I'm pretty sure it's
Gesundheit.
corn.
And he just gets in the Winnebago.
Yeah, we're all
We're
stepping
all in
on
the
his way.
Winnebago.
Goodbye, Tara-Nar. This has been a very eventful few days. I've just tried to make a difference in this world.
when
Your presence is a portent of doom.
That is definitely true.
When you show up, things go bad.
That's what we do.
The drive is, in one word, harrowing. Zister drives fast, and when he drives fast, I'm talking about a trip that would normally take you approximately 6 hours to make. Takes about 3.
It's not safe.
He drives incredibly quickly. When he's not driving on the shoulder, he's swerving around cars,
Oh my god.
going about 200.
I assume the mists shield this vehicle from.
You hope so.
I guess also you wouldn't even see something go by. You would just hear it and you'd be like, "That's weird. What was that?" Yes.
Yeah, look at the street. Friendlies sucks, but you eat
Oh.
there anyway.
Yay!
At least they have ice cream. It's kind of hard to fuck that up.
Yeah, it's good ice cream, but you're usually way too full.
That's how they get you.
So who am I dropping off?
Are you not returning to the Spark?
Rooming at the Spark.
Well, I'm going to the Spark. Do you need to go home? Don't you have clothes somewhere else, or are you coming back? I don't know where you're going.
Do I smell?
Let's go back to the
Everybody
Spark, and
smells.
everyone else can go wherever else they need to from there.
Yes, I think the fewer sudden stops this thing makes, the better. I don't trust the brakes. Or the person braking.
How many of Sister's vehicles have you been injured in?
None. I just
sip my
maintain a
coffee.
constant state of panic.
It's all
We'll stick it
right.
that way.
The only thing that's injured for her is her pride.
Maybe your undergarments.
That's disgusting.
It would be very unfortunate if the Lady Sophia were to take the Spark back into her domain.
There's no
Wouldn't you say?
takesy backsies if you say it in front of the High Queen.
I believe there was actually a takesy backsy in the year 802.
Let's
I'm
not
sorry.
even jokingly threaten that. That's just rude.
It is rude. I agree. My apologies.
Well, so it's implying that she have any sort of ability to soil themselves.
it's not rude because it's not feasible, so it's funny.
These are
It's
leather
funny.
sheets. I don't want them fucked up.
Leather seats are easier to clean than fabric seats.
Oh my god. I'm getting up and going to the back of a Winnebago.
Are they being SOs up there?
They're being eccentric. They're excited to get home.
You're a baroness now. Why don't you just smite them or whatever? Hit them with your scepter.
Oh, can I do that?
I mean, you can. There's nothing that stops it. I mean, of course, at that point, the Golden Braid finds out that there's a noble who's abusing her power. We have to go take her down. We find out it's you.
And then
we all
what
go
would you
through
do?
a whole
Would you
lot of
take me
emotional
down?
crises.
If it was what was necessary.
I drag
you
Brom
followed.
over to the werewolves, and I'm like, look, I'm really sorry, but there's been another accident.
Please, no, I don't want to go back. God, you guys.
Hey, Incisor,
Yeah.
have you gotten any responses?
Well, no, because I just was in New York. No, I'm not in New York anymore. They're outside my
You
range.
could set your location to somewhere else, can't you?
I don't know how to use these things.
I think you're specifically not, because then it's location spoofing and then you're just catfishing.
You can't be like, I'm looking for someone in Montreal because that's where I live.
But no.
I don't believe Tinder has that capability.
It's for local hookups only.
Ah,
Now you can set your distance to like 500 kilometers, but you know, you're gonna get people that way and that way.
Do I look like I know a whole lot about this sort of shit? Not 12 hours ago, I had pictures on my thing that would make me look like.
and your profile is amazing now, and I can't wait for it to go live. And for people to start lining up.
Or you could just, I don't know, attempt conversation next time you're out thrashing. Say hi.
This conversation when I'm out thrashing.
You can try a hello instead
Hey,
of a
you're
fuck
bleeding.
off. Yeah, see?
It's my fault. No, I don't care.
That's the one that sends them away.
Whatever. If they bleed around me, then it's not like I'm interested.
So, ghosts? Ghosts don't bleed.
It's true.
You telling me that I should fuck a ghost?
If you don't like when people bleed,
Could get a potter's wheel. That movie?
getting too obscure now.
Yeah, that was too much.
It's okay.
That's one of my guilty pleasure movies.
Are we sharing? I didn't know.
It's the song that plays when they're doing pottery. It gets me.
That's very nice.
No, it's just a movie. It happens.
Of course it is. That's fine. You're allowed to feel things, my friend. Sir Zeron, when did you get that earring?
He's not wearing the earring.
No, he's not? Damn it. Okay, so I didn't say that, obviously.
I should point out that when she take earrings out, like it just goes.
Yeah, it's just gone, eh?
But it's never difficult to put the earring back in.
I'd like
But you
to...
did notice it
Oh, yeah.
yesterday, I assume. Maybe you did. Let's find out if
Let's
you
find
did.
out.
That's going to be a perception.
It's a good roll already.
You were at a ball, right?
Yes.
So let's call it a perception etiquette. Please tell me you botched.
I did not. There's one success.
Sure. You noticed that he was wearing a small stud in his ear.
Okay. Well, since I think nothing of it,
If you think nothing of it, then you think nothing of it.
I guess,
It's up
no,
to you.
I'll, you know. I just wanted to say as well, I thought we all looked very dashing yesterday. Especially Sir Zeron, the jewels you were sporting. It was very nice. And I'm surprised I haven't seen you with them more.
I've been known occasionally to run the jewels.
Well, they look good. And I hope
Yes,
we
they're
all...
an excellent band.
A what?
Truly bringing hip hop back into. You have no idea what I'm talking about. It's all right.
That's a new form of music, is it not? Hip hop? That.
Sir Brom, hip hop's older than you.
Interesting. It seems I have quite the education ahead of me.
Not for me.
Oh. Kyoko? I look to Kyoko.
Hip to the hop, to the hippity hop, to the hip hop, hippity hop.
I'm sorry, did you mistake me for anything other than a weeb?
Now that sounds offensive, but I don't know what that is.
I thought I knew you.
Didn't you call me that one night? Never mind. I'm gonna take out my phone to cover up this moment, and I'd like to text my ex-wife, the live one, Claire.
Yeah.
God.
What is hip hop asking for a friend?
What hip hop? Please help. In conversation, need out now. Hello. Hope you're well. I'd like to see you and the boys this coming weekend. And once I've received a response, I have one more thing to say. So.
Sorry, when I hear I want to see you and the boys, it makes it seem like, yo, what up, boys? Or like alternately, I want to see you and all those boys who you keep seeing.
Gus and Timmy?
Aiden. Who the fuck is Timmy?
Timmy fell down the well and
Timmy
we forgot
didn't
about
make
him.
Oh no. Oh.
When you get back to the Spark, everybody piles out of the van and they head upstairs. And sitting in the exhaust is somebody playing like.
Sorry, I was just mentally trying to remember the name as well.
Sitting in the exhaust, there's a fox puka who's dressed in a sundress, her knees pulled up underneath it, her tail wrapped around one of the bar stools, and she's holding a mug of tea. Her eyes seem just a tiny bit sunken, as if she hasn't been getting very good sleep recently.
Fox, not red panda.
Yes,
So new person.
it's Ramsia. The red panda is Baya.
Oh, okay, cool.
I keep forgetting that Ramsey has Puka. But yeah.
I remember that she's Puka, but I thought she was a red panda. So
No,
This is the other one.
cool.
Everyone
Oh, yeah.
looks lovely. Nice jewels, Sarah. What's hip hop? Is weeb offensive? Could you call me once in a while? We were intimate.
Oh, I should call my
Oh, I
ex-wife.
should call my ex-wife.
Okay, cool,
okay.
awesome. That is sorted in my brain.
Ramsey,
Hello.
it's nice to see you.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, it was eventful
Incredibly.
on many accounts. How are you? You seem tired.
I've just been up too late these past few nights, reading a very good book.
Which one?
It's a very good book.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to borrow it, whatever it is.
Well, some of us probably need to settle in a little. We're all, of course, happy to see you, but is there anyone in particular you were hoping to see when we got back?
Sorry, who are you talking to?
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Sorry?
Ramsey, come upstairs with me. I have to unpack.
I'd like
You can
to
sleep.
fill her in on all of the news, but I suppose perhaps
She
you
should
should.
sleep first.
All right.
Yeah, I could tell, take her to my room. I gotta unpack all these titles that I'm carrying around right here. Like, look, I'm a baroness. Look, now like the High Queen likes me even more than she previously did. I also fucked up the golden braid.
Well, no, she created the golden braid.
I
Are
thought
you
it was
done
through our
inside?
valor.
I mean, no, it's gonna be like this for a while.
Please.
I'd love to hear your take on the rest of the events. It's a good summary so far.
I mean, I don't even know where you went at the end of it. I just saw you dancing with a few people, and then, like, all of a sudden you weren't there anymore, and I'm like, oh, Patches, she got tired of the party, so she left. I understand that sort of thing. I mean, like, Braun, like, you ate some canapes at one point, and, like, you danced with the High Queen, and that looked nice. She kept looking up. I thought her neck was going to snap.
Doop.
What are you doing?
Pressing the elevator downstairs while she's talking.
Okay.
You're leaving?
Heading to the workshop.
Oh, okay. So, Ramsey's going with you. You're headed to the workshop.
I'm going to go to my office and start putting together all of the information we have.
In a scrapbook?
No, on a board with red strings.
yes.
No, I'm going to start putting together all of the information that we have on Ventru, which that's basically all I know, right? Like, I really don't know much more about it.
Ventru.
Question mark. No, we still have we have the Duchess Eloise's diary or journal or whatever, which didn't mention them at all. We have some leads in that regard, and I'm just going to sort through them.
The other vampire who was helping us, he gave us some documents. That was from Appford, right?
Holy shit, that was the marathon, man. That was a long time ago.
I know. So much happened in that.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was Scythe. Yeah. But I'm going to start ordering those together. That's what I'm
So
doing.
you head down into the workshop. Is there anything in particular that you're doing?
I'm going to start working on my gift for High Queen Lenore that I was charged with making by the High King David before his passing.
And what gift would that be?
I'm going to make a pocket loom, one that can reduce in size, similar to how my rifle can reduce in size, so that it can be portable for her. So, like, working in some metamorphoses into it. And I'm figuring out some other things that it can do, but basically starting on crafting that.
All right, well, let's look at your plans. Intelligence craftsman.
Perk.
That is an excellent idea. I think it's wonderful.
It's a pretty damn complicated idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looms are
This
not...
may be an extended roll.
Yeah.
So this is a difficulty of 6, but the base that you're going to need for
Yep.
something like this, you're going to need 10 successes. And that's for what you've described. Anything extra is going to cost more.
Spending a willpower. Can I count that?
Yep.
Okay. That's
Like a pipe organ, looms generally don't reduce in
1,
size.
2, 3. Plus my willpower, so that's 4.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
4 of 10.
you
I'll
can
take
make
a
another
note.
roll in a week.
Cool.
But like this is you sort of like tinkering with
Yeah.
things, figuring it out, you know, like that's, and this is for the plans, not necessarily for the execution. of it.
Yeah.
You are headed upstairs.
Yes.
All right. So you go upstairs, Ramsey comes with you. Still just...
Tara, please, have a lie down. I'm just going to unpack.
Is this normal that you take people and just give them a bed?
If they need a nap, yes.
I have a room.
Yeah, it hasn't been serving you very well, apparently. My bed is much better.
Workshop.
My dreams. They're very strange. And I haven't been able to pierce their meaning yet.
Is that what's been keeping you up? Can I help?
I don't know. I've been feeling like I'm missing something very important. I wish I could tell you more. The problem is that I can't remember them.
And these are your own dreams?
Normally I would be able to tell you anything. Or I'd go back to the boardwalk.
Well, what if I took a look myself?
Perhaps.
I might notice something you've missed. Or maybe between the two of us, we could piece the truth together.
I'm just worried, that's all.
Worried about what?
I haven't actually been able to remember my dreams in some time, and that's different for me. That's difficult.
That is strange. I wonder what the cause could be.
I don't know. I just don't want other people to worry.
Of course we worry. It's because we care about you. You're clearly exhausted. And when we left you, you weren't like that.
You went through some difficulty while you were down there.
My difficulty was the least of it.
I felt the ripples.
Do you know what happened?
I know that you entered into more than one dream at once. Difficult.
It's quite the project. I had to test the ex-members of the Red Branch to see if they could stand together as a unit, a new unit called the Companions of the Golden Braid. They succeeded, but it was not pleasant what I put them through, to put lightly.
They're good. They're good people. I know they are.
Ramsey, please sleep.
I should.
Even just for an hour or so. And then tonight, I'll take a look in your dreams. How about that?
You can look whenever you wish. You have my permission. But I think I'll take you up on this. And she walks down towards your bed. She just idly lets her dress fall, and then she just conks out onto your bed, just in her underwear, just completely just like out cold. We've never seen her like this.
Yeah.
Bedtime for her has always been something very deliberate.
Yeah.
And, she's very knowledgeable, very worldly about, like, yes, it is sleep. I know sleep. Sleep is a thing that I do, and it's something that you do. We could sleep in the same bed, but I'm not actually trying to... They have, but she hasn't actually...
Right.
No sex P for this one. But she's just out cold.
I know that it's probably just exhaustion, but can I do some kind of roll to see if there's, I don't know, more banality to her than
Why don't you roll
normal,
me your
or something else
perception,
that's-
Greymare?
Yeah.
I mean, to figure out about sleep, that would be medicine. But if you're specifically looking for things like banality, that would be something else.
Yeah, I guess Greymare. I'm looking to see if there's anything aside from exhaustion that's affecting her that I should be aware of.
That's fair.
6.
3 successes.
No, there doesn't seem to be any lingering banality around her, and there don't seem to be any specific cantrips cast upon her at this point in time. To be honest, it's not even necessarily exhaustion.
What else could it be then?
That's a good question, but not one covered by Greymare.
Okay. Is there another roll I could make?
That would be medicine.
Yeah, I'll try it. My medicine is
That's perception medicine. Durgan McChuckles, you can totally steal Companions of the Golden Braid.
That's live on-stream permission from our storyteller, John Farrell.
2.
Yeah.
She's not actually exhausted.
She's faking it?
Possibly. Because she's not asleep.
Oh shit.
She's slowed her breathing. She's lying on this bed, but she's not actually asleep.
I want to go and sit next to her.
Just pulling 5 paths and meditating.
Ramsia,
What?
what aren't you telling me?
A lot of things, I suppose.
Sorry, wrong question. You're not actually tired.
I am. But not in the way that you think.
You're not exhausted.
No.
You're not missing sleep.
No, although I am not remembering my dreams. That is true.
Then what else is happening?
Isn't it enough that I can't remember my dreams?
That's very important for us to consider, of course. But I think there's something else. I think you're not telling me. I thought we could trust each other.
It isn't about trust. Brom has to deal with this every day. I'm surprised that this isn't easier for everyone else as a result.
I just think that you can try.
I think it's time that we started talking about immortality. If you could fetch your friends, I should make sure that I'm dressed.
Are you sure you feel up for that? You could even just look, if lying here resting in silence would help you, we can talk this evening.
We can talk, but I would rather not subject Brom to this sight. He doesn't need that. And she pulls her dress
right.
back on.
Okay, we'll be right back. I'm gonna put on the kettle for some tea.
Oh, yeah. I like to imagine you have a single, like, gas stove element, but, like, just a single one somehow in your room. Also, probably a bit dangerous, but, you know.
Why would it be dangerous? Why would that be more dangerous than, like, a normal
Electric,
gas
it's
stove?
true, eh? It's true. Leaving that on would be a problem, too.
I mean, it's not like a GM would never, blow out a player's pilot light and then just wait for the inevitable fill the apartment with gas.
If it hasn't happened yet, I'm just saying.
So you have a gas thing in your apartment anyway? Do you go and collect the others?
Yes.
I mean,
If Patches is down to leave.
yeah, you find Brom, he's currently organizing the material on Abford that we have, which is not actually that much. There's the blueprints that were taken by that other vampire whose name I can't remember, which were of Scythe and some plans from the building. There's other material, documents from Eloise. Documents we have as well.
Okay. If you both have a minute, Ramsay would like to speak to us about immortality.
What does that mean?
Let's go find out.
All right. Were we present for that revelation?
Yeah.
Oh, so long ago? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to make you immortal. She's going to put you in pictures. Your names, marquees.
That's, I'm not sure if that interests me, frankly.
And she wants to sell you a timeshare in Aspen.
Also possible.
That might interest me more. Yeah, we're all headed back up.
The chilled cabinet of blood is still in their possession. They just haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, it's down in
Saving it
the
for a rainy day.
it's down in the dungeon, if I recall correctly. We left it down there.
Oh, the shooters. So salty.
Woo! Happy Sowain, everybody.
Secret ingredient to my
Vomiting
jello shots.
everywhere. Here's a picture of a squirrel instead of someone vomiting up an entirely dark blood.
Thanks.
Oh, I realized that in setting it when I did, we super skipped over Beltane. No, we didn't.
No,
Had
we did
Beltane.
something.
Never mind.
Oh, we sure did.
I forgot.
There's been a lot of episodes.
There was a lot of sexing.
Oh boy. But we all head back up to Sophia's penthouse.
Thank you, Dirty Chuckles.
Hey,
Turgan,
thanks for
hi.
the Chuckles.
Woo!
LARP's fan for life. That's appreciated.
For LARPs, not Wick.
See, my L's were the wrong way around. I gotta rotate.
Nice. Get back into my apartment. I'm going to make some tea. And then settle down.
Ramsia, is everything all right?
There's certain things that happen when you make the choice. Because it is a choice. A choice made not lightly, and it is a surprisingly difficult one. To find the balance. To become immortal. You can see that she's like really sort of pushing herself to try and tell the truth here. You have to make a decision at a certain point to take on a role. You have to decide that that role is who you are to the dreaming itself. And I had to decide whether or not I wanted to do that. And I realized that I had been looking for a very long time. And death kept interrupting the search. After all, you undergo the Changeling way at a certain point, and you start reincarnating into different bodies again and again, and at the same time you don't remember what you accumulated. You have no control. Snippets and snatches of memories. It was getting to be too much. The search was taking too long, and I realized that there was a way. If I balanced my banality and my glamour, if I balanced them both, but the role that was offered me was one that I wasn't entirely prepared to accept.
Are you saying that in trying to achieve this balance, the dreaming offered you a role, so to speak?
All who are immortal, as I am, take upon the mantle of a story. Some find themselves carrying the mantle of, for instance, the wise advisor, or the loyal sidekick, the reluctant hero.
What is your role?
I am a star-crossed lover.
I don't wish to cause offense, but if that is your role in the world, then is that not your destiny? To always be this way?
I don't know. Why is this?
Yeah, that was weird. Legends.
Why did you forget that you were on loop?
It was done. It was like having enough. It was good.
But this was a role that was offered to you.
And your reason for wanting immortality was so that you could one day find this person you were searching for. Oh my god!
Oh, we've got a sub bomb going on in here.
Durgan! Thank you.
Holy goodness.
Boom. Holy goodness.
Well, this is
Oh, it's
go
gonna
on
take
for
a
while.
Yeah.
It's okay. Fiona for the slag man.
Yay.
Thank you.
I just don't understand why that's a role you would choose to have. Doesn't that negate your purpose of wanting immortality in the first place?
Star-crossed means that fate is against us, not that it is an impossibility. Even Romeo and Juliet managed to experience marriage. If only briefly.
For a day. They were married a day.
Themselves leaving each other, what, 2 days before that?
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet, Tristan and Isolde.
Captain Death. The Woody. Yes.
As it where it should be.
Yeah.
The star-crossed lovers and stories. I'm confused as to why that's a role you would willingly take on.
Because I'm already star-crossed.
But you're changing your destiny by removing death from the equation.
If fate works against us, that doesn't mean that it's impossible. Many have come up against their fate and changed it. But lately I haven't been remembering my dreams. And that worries me.
Do you believe that some part of you is being taken away or is leaving you, perhaps?
I don't know. What I do know is that when I see them, it's there.
When you see them, it's there.
If my love is not with me, where else can I see my love but in my dreams? The fact that I can no longer remember them, it's robbing me. It's taking it away. Like a deal that I made that for some reason someone has decided to go against.
I don't wish to be too pragmatic about this, but has anything changed? Who did you make this deal with?
Mirrors.
Mirrors?
Part of it is making the deal with oneself. It's complicated. But the fact that I can't remember my dreams means that something is changing.
Could it mean that she or they or he are back? They're no longer in your dreams because they're here somewhere?
Maybe.
Oh, yes, it did.
Want to repeat what you just said?
Could it mean that they're back? That they're alive?
Maybe. But I don't know.
I've walked in your dreams before and have tried to follow this figure, and I've had no luck. I'm happy to try again. I'll keep trying for as long as it takes, but we might be missing something.
Right now, I just want to know why I can't remember them.
Well, I'll do my best to help you with that.
That's
I
right.
could bring something with me out of the dream. Maybe that would create a link.
I'm sorry, I know that I'm always relying on you to solve my problems.
You've solved plenty of problems for us. Just this one isn't so easily fixed. We don't know what we're dealing with.
But the reason why I need you here and now last time. The last time I saw her was with you. And I'm desperate now. That's a lie. I've always been desperate. I've just always also been patient. Will you help me? One more time.
I already said that I would.
We are here as well. We are equipped with maybe not quite the same talents as Lady Sophia, but we can help.
I should point out that Patches is actively doodling in a notebook.
Yes. She was interrupted from her plan making.
Just says loom plans on it.
She's making loom plans. It's good. It's important.
But she's listening.
It
Doodling while listening is like a focus.
That's really hard. I can't do that. Well, the three of us can go then. And I'll do my best to bring something back.
There are times where I've been the strong one. The bridge between the three of you. A bridge that maybe you've mended yourselves. Thank you. And she reaches forward and she gives a very, very gentle kiss on the side of Patch's face, then Brahms, then Sophia's. She curls her legs back up under her, and then she lies down on the bed, and this time you can see that her breathing is starting to relax. And then she just goes limp.
Lady Sophia, she didn't mention anything about...
No, or when she put her sundress back on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That happened, I remember.
Under the sheet.
Did she mention anything about feeling like her dreams had been excised or somehow scrubbed clean, maybe perhaps similar to what happened to me?
It's not that any part of a dream is missing. It's that there's no dream remembering at all. The dreams must still be happening, but for whatever reason, she can't remember them. I refuse to believe that an neuromancer has completely forgotten how to dream. I don't really think that's a thing.
I can understand why she is so concerned.
Yes. This is how she explains the world. It's how we both do. It's
Right.
like if Patches suddenly lost access to her blueprints and plans. It's your lifeline.
I do think, Patches, that you may be right. Perhaps, well, it would be hard to know, but perhaps it's harder to remember her dreams because her dreams are starting to manifest themselves. The lines become more blurred.
It's optimistic though, so
Of course.
let's have hope. But let's find out for sure.
Lady Sophia,
Yes.
are we venturing into these dreams?
Yes, I think the sooner the better. Patches, are you ready?
Yes.
Her tail is starting to twitch. Just a little bit back, forth, back, forth. It's clear that she's dreaming.
It's time.
Although she's not like a dog. It'd be great,
Yeah.
like just...
Oh, she caught the car. That's nice.
That's nice.
Now what is she gonna do
May
with
I
it?
take a 2-minute break before we go, at some point before we go into the
can take a
dream? It
break
could be
right
right
now
now?
if you
Okay. I'm stepping out, guys. Goodbye.
Scott stepping in.
Scotty's going dancing.
Okay. Nailed it.
rapid tail movement engaged. That's fair. That's fair. We're having a lot of pretty generous donations and
Yeah,
bits
thank
and
you,
subs,
folks.
and sub bombs.
Much love.
Thanks, guys.
In fact,
Snack attack.
one thing
I
that we
ate on my
can
foot.
do is I can look back and see exactly what's happened with all of those. Finally.
Yes. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Oh god, that font is small. 7 days.
Because no, it's gone back to the other one.
Oh, you can change it next to the skip alert way over on the right. I think you can change it to the list view. It's still tiny, but. So we've
Damn, that's tiny.
got
Why you gotta be so
some
tiny?
bits from Dio, bits from the Crosshair, bits from Mistress, bits from Wormlord. We have, those are days ago. If you scroll back up. Dungeon McChuckles gifted some
Durgan
stuff.
McChuckles.
Durgan McChuckle. I was like, the font's so small. And Kaiser Omnic sent out some bits because they be awesome.
Yep.
And thank you for the host. Or are you scrolled up? I don't know anymore.
Racer TX hosted the stream.
Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Hosted the stream right as two players run off to take a break. You know, it
Well,
happens.
we'll be back in just a minute. They won't be long. Just using the bathroom, so it's a
Zombie
perfect time
apocalypse
actually
with
to ask
Al Pacino.
questions about what this is and what's going on.
Speaking of fuzzy things, I saw hairs outside of the club window today, fuzzied on the lawn.
Weird. Stretch.
No, that's not a Titanic. Like,
Do, 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 do. I mean,
Could be.
that's what apparently Sophia had and Sizer do for a Tinder profile on a balcony, but still.
you know, I can legitimately say that that's the first time Tinder ever came up in a role-playing game that I
Oh.
was playing or running in.
You know, Tinder only came into existence, or at least common knowledge, a couple of years before Exaltwitch. Ooh,
Guess that's true.
by having awesome people like you around to support me, Dio.
So I've got a question here. How much more of this story do you have in my brain bank? Any new systems on the horizon? So actually, this is something that I do. I check in with my players a lot. Our previous campaign that we ran together, Exaltwitch, that ran for 67, and then it became 68 sessions because of an April Fool's Day prank. But anyway, so it ran for 67 sessions. Around episode, I'd say 55, I started asking players what their intentions were because I was starting to feel like the story was reaching a natural conclusion. A conclusion that would still take a while to get there, and it did. It took us a couple of months. But I sort of knew at that point. This was coming to a head, and one of the rules of show business, of course, and also rules for role-playing is that you always, 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 always want to leave your audience wanting more. Not necessarily tying up your loose ends or whatever, but you know, you don't want to outstay your welcome. So for Exaltwitch, I feel like we ended at the right time for that game. It was getting to be unmanageable to a certain degree with the players and what they had accomplished and what they were capable of. For this game, I've been checking in with my players, and hopefully none of them are just staring at the camera shaking their heads because I haven't been listening to them. But there aren't any current plans for us to wrap things up. There's far more stories to tell. Now, in terms of new systems, though, it doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about that. But it's not because I'm thinking that this game is close to being over, but more that I'm always just wondering, like, okay, well, what would be the next thing that I would suggest? I would say, though, that at the moment, for a streamed game, I would still be very tempted to remain within the storyteller system. I find that it's a system that works well, especially with these players, and I don't know if I'd want to give that up.
Oh, that sucks, Eraser.
Never go away. Here, hold on. Racer, missed the C20 Kickstarter. My friends were all Mage and Vampires and made sure I knew about them, but nobody paid me when Changeling came around. That's too bad. I mean, Eraser, you can still get the book. It's just, it's not going to be the deluxe copy of the book, which admittedly is pretty sweet, and I'm very glad that we have it. We should, I mean, if I'm being very honest with myself, I should probably order another copy of it so that we're not using the deluxe edition constantly, but at the same time, if you're not using the deluxe edition, then it's just sitting on a shelf, and then what good is it? So,
Yeah, truth.
but I mean, as a book, sorry. As a book, it's pretty decent. I mean, the gold leaf is a nice touch.
Yeah.
I've only cut myself on it once.
Ow.
No, I don't think that actually. It might have been a different
No, it
book.
comes with 3 ribbons in it, which is pretty sweet.
Very gorgeous. It is very nice.
But at least this book isn't like exalted, it's a manageable size.
Yeah. Yeah, we've mentioned that Cyberpunk is.
Yeah,
something
you can
in
get the
our-
deluxe on Indie Press Revolution, but it's going to be like amazingly expensive.
Yeah.
I imagine.
I think probably around $400.
Hi.
Because it's like basically a custom print, so that's way more expensive than printing.
Oh, I bet so, yeah.
1,000 of them.
Yeah, the One Scott is coming.
Yeah.
We keep saying it, but it is like the system has been panned. It's one last job.
We gotta,
Figure out
you
our
know,
schedules since we have so
and-
many
and-
evenings that we aren't already streaming.
and of course figure out mechanically, how it works.
I will tell
between
you
us.
this in terms of the audience. When it comes to the World of Darkness, I'm a fan. I enjoy it. I would say that the game that I would be most interested in, if you twisted my arm and said that I had to pick a new one today, would probably be Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Of course.
But that's not to say that that's what I would eventually pick, because there's 3 other people at the table, and their opinions kind of matter.
Although, I mean, I don't think I speak. Actually, I think I do speak for you guys when I say I don't think any of us have played. So like, it would be new, and
Well, you
that could
haven't
be very
played-
exciting for you.
I don't think you haven't played Mage.
No, that's
you
true
haven't
too.
played Vampire.
Well, we've played some Vampire.
5th edition.
Oh, no.
Right, true. It would definitely. And of course, there's
There seems to be a lot of love for werewolf.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Ooh.
Scion, of course, is a thing.
Werewolf is a game. Now that's Werewolf the Apocalypse, not Werewolf the Forsaken. Werewolf the Forsaken is a different kind of game. That's the new storyteller system.
Yeah.
My problem is that the 2nd edition of the new World of Darkness makes me nuts for certain reasons. They introduced a whole weird experience system that I really don't like. Like it's weird. But look, here's the thing: Changeling's here. It's here for the
Quite a while.
foreseeable future.
Yeah.
We're not planning on starting a new game yet. It's not to say that we aren't thinking about things like that, but that's because I find that fortune favors the prepared.
Yes. Well, that's also the thing, exactly. If we do decide we absolutely want to play X system next, that gives us time to actually learn it.
Yes.
Before we stop the previous.
Oof.
Mage would be interesting as well. I ran a Mage LARP for 2.5 years.
Also, otherwise known as Mage. Argue with the storyteller.
2 TPKs these days to play, and it's a lot of work to do still. I ran Mage. You know what, guys? Don't run a Mage LARP unless you really trust everybody in your LARP. Because,
That does seem pretty intense.
Anyway. Hey, Trey Dog!
Trey
Thank
Dog.
you for the song.
Yay!
Good song.
Thank you.
All these questions just make me think that I should, at some point just stream an RPG clinic.
RPG Clinic
Yeah.
At some point, when I have all that time.
can get us to dance in the background. We can rotate through as dancers.
Well, there is also 2 things that I would point out. We do have 2 podcasts left. We have Kate's podcast, which is coming next. That's this week that we were planning on recording it. So barring craziness, that's this week. And then there's mine, which you guys have to figure out how you want to do that. But, there's some stuff there. But Wraith, the stereo instructions. Holy shit, Pukajutsu. I know what you're talking about. And I wish... but it won't be. Wraith, I find, is a very interesting system and scenario, but I don't know if I'd want to run it long term. I think that might get a little depressing.
Oh boy.
Wraith is kind of depressing, guys.
My ears are burning.
I would be kind of interested in the Geist game. Geist.
Oh.
Yeah. Geist the Sin Eaters. Anyway,
Nom, 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 nom.
Trash to draw a card. That's good.
so you're pulling some folks into a dream.
Attempting to.
What's your bunk?
Picking up one of my lesser nice pillows and bopping both of them on the head with it.
So I have a question for you.
So baby.
Why do you have lesser nice pillows?
It's just the ones that are on top.
Oh, the
Are
decorative ones.
those are like the really nice ones. So the ones underneath are like they're good support pillows, but they're not the top tier. They're still really good though. So I'm gonna take one of those underneath pillows and go boop boop, and then hit myself in the head too.
Yes, Durgan.
Boop boop boop.
Please
Level
do.
2,
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Thank you. So that means okay.
Please, Durgan McChuckles.
Hey, c'est chaud, c'est chaud.
Yeah, sub baby, Trey Dog.
Nice.
Wah.
Its name is Gidget.
That's 4 successes.
It's plenty.
I spent my glamour on Dream Portal as well, so I could carry these punks in with me. Sweet.
I hope we find a sweet gemstone for you to bring back.
Oh, you don't understand what Dream Manifest does, do you?
No, you said something. I assumed it would be something.
It's a festive mana?
I can bring Chimera with me out of a dream.
Ooh.
I've
know you
never
were-
used this before. I've had it for months. And I've
I-
never used this charm before.
Understand you're excited, Lady Sophia, but that sounds very dangerous.
Well, we're
We
going
can't
to see.
let Chimera just run loose in the freehold. What? We can't.
He didn't mean it.
Mab is different. Oh no. Let's go. We're going Hergo hunting.
Oh yeah, you can bring Rick.
I think Rick's gone,
No.
man.
That was my plan way
Ric
back
Flair?
then. Make Rick manifest in the real world and then kill him.
And then cut his head off. That
Yeah.
was a really good plan. I remember that.
Thank you. But that's not my plan. This
Still
time.
good.
I was thinking I could find something that might help jog her memory when she's awake, so she'll start remembering her dreams again because a link would have been created. A link to the past.
Yes.
Oh? What the fuck is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to figure out the drink counter. I'm very confused.
Yeah, when did...
Just now.
I didn't see the 2 come up.
That was a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, I missed it.
I think it's when Sophia went to the workshop.
The three of you are standing at the edge of the world.
Oh.
Have you ever seen a movie called The Gods Must Be Crazy?
Yep. Sorry.
No.
Gods Must Be Crazy is essentially a it's a bit troubling now, but it's essentially a very rural village, one that has no contact with the outside world, encounters a Coke bottle because a pilot drops it from his plane, and it's made of a substance that they don't understand, and everybody covets it. And so then at one point they decide that it has to be destroyed, but the only way to destroy it is to throw it off the edge of the world. So basically, somebody has to walk all the way to the edge of a cliff and just chuck it over.
Cast it into the fire.
Toss it into the fire. No. This is not that edge of the world. Imagine an ocean the way that it crawls up a beach and wets the sand. Sometimes the ocean is closer, sometimes further, the way that the tides can shift it back and forth. Luna's pull on the water itself. The gravitational pull of the moon. This is the gravitational pull of reality. You're standing at the edge of the wild.
Ah.
Standing next to you
Damn it, where's 5 minutes?
is a woman, golden hair, and a circle on her forehead. Black armor with spikes, staring out into it, and and then stepping into this wild. Not unlike an ocean, but instead it envelops her entirely. She's searching. Behind you, it's relatively safe. Trees, rivers, farms. In front of you, pure, unfettered creation with no rules.
This figure who we, recognize, even though we lost all of our remembrance from that
You
one
lost your
time.
remembrance, but you do remember what you
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Some of
You
the
remember what
facts.
you remembered, but you don't remember anything.
What you
Some of
don't.
the conclusions that we came to.
Right.
Some of the
Context okay?
Yeah.
Has she fully disappeared into this wild?
No, you can still see
Okay.
her, but she's moving forward.
Sorry.
All right, let's go.
And the sun and the moon start soaring across the sky way too quickly. This would be familiar for you, the cliff metaphor you've seen before. And you can see her turning her head back and forth, until her golden hair splits in two locations and ears rise up. A tail forms. And you can see that within her soul, the very thing that makes her her changes as she searches. Until she's more recognizable as the Puka that you know her today.
I want to reach for Brom and Patch's hands and kind of pull the three of us after her.
So as you step into it, one thing I should say is that it feels alive around you. If standing in water makes you feel wet, and standing in the sun makes you feel warm, standing in this makes you feel infinite. The possibilities of
Whoa.
the self and the exterior.
Dude.
But that it comes without form, without rule, and without death. And as you're standing in front of it, the figure turns around and she looks at you. I looked too long, and I became something I wasn't.
How did you change?
This place changes you. And while I thought that I could resist it as much as I could, I realized that for the time that I was spending in it, I became like you. Like you were.
So are you saying the woman that we saw outside of this place, the woman that we even saw briefly in the real world, you went searching for this person here, and that transformed you into who we know as Ramsia?
It is the only place that I could not think that she could hide from me for very long. And so I had to look, and it consumed me.
Do you believe that she can still find you? Now that you have changed.
Perhaps I can't find her. That doesn't mean you can't. But this was the time of the forgetting. I do not remember much of this place. It has a way of twisting and warping your mind as well as your will. The only thing that kept me moving forward, of stepping again and again, was of her. of hoping to find her.
We can search for you. We will not spend so long here.
I don't think this place would affect us the same way it does you. Or it did you.
It is the home of the Fae.
That is-
Exactly.
Well, I mean, kind of.
And then she continues to walk through, and as she passes through it, at one point you see that she reaches this sort of permeable barrier, which she pushes forward and slips through, and you can see starlight past it and hear water.
I like to try to pass through that barrier too.
Yeah.
I'm taking Sophia's lead because this is her.
Have you ever been on a boardwalk? Like a real boardwalk. Next to water with ducks, people throwing breadcrumbs out to try and feed them, even though they really shouldn't, but they do anyway. The board's slightly slick because sometimes the waves come up underneath it. Fortune teller sitting by a table, a caricature artist, shops that sell food that you couldn't find anywhere else in this exact form. Although you can find reasonable facsimiles in your local grocery store, it will never be the same as if it's prepared right here, and never be as much of a hit on your wallet. The kind of place that you find t-shirts that feel like they're one of a kind, even though you know that they must be mass-produced somewhere. The sound of ferries going by, and of a bridge stretching out. You've been here before. And here is where Ramsia is standing on the bridge, looking out over the water. The moon is way too big for it to be a real moon, you know, like how you see it in pictures,
Right.
in film, how they are like, yeah, the moon, it's totally like, 900 billion square miles. But it's there. And it's beautiful. And you can see the stars, even though here you shouldn't be able to because of the lights of the boardwalk. And she's looking out over the water, which is calm, even though it should be rippling because of all the boats that are moving through it.
I've been here before. The first time I walked through her dreams, I was here. And there was a figure walking out across the water, and I kind of look in the area where she was. I tried to follow them, but I couldn't.
She couldn't be found. This person couldn't be reached.
Right.
There are so many ducks on the water. So many ducks.
Like a weird number?
And they're all like, and one of them runs up to Patches and starts like tugging on her bootlace, like.
That's no healthier than bread for you.
An old gentleman sitting on a park bench looks over. Ducks. A duck's cry is the only thing that doesn't echo.
What do you mean?
Try it. Have you ever heard a duck's quack echoing?
Well, I've never brought one to a canyon.
Across the
They
surface of
don't.
the water.
They don't echo at all.
That's
Why
odd.
not?
I don't know. And then meanwhile the duck now is starting to
All right, I pull
Okay, buddy.
the bootlace away from it.
and then it just leans its head against your ankle.
That's nice.
The fuck?
Do these ducks seem to be moving in some, together in some way? You mentioned there's a lot of them, but
There's enough that you can't look anywhere without seeing at least one duck. But it's not like there's 700 ducks.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it's like-
cresting over the water.
In the shape of a
Yeah, this
larger
isn't a
duck.
Hitchcock film.
I
Okay,
tie my bootlace underneath the tongue of the boot so that they can't get to it again.
Right.
Give its head a little scritch.
Lady Sophia, why do you think Ramsia returns here? What is this place to her?
So I'm going to remind you of something
Okay.
because you're shaking your head. She built this place.
Yeah.
In case you didn't remember that.
Yeah.
Of dogs.
Yeah.
Bread, laces.
Thank you. This isn't a memory, this is a creation of hers, but she dreams about it time and time again.
A safe place to start out from. Or perhaps just a playground. Sorry.
Yes.
Now it's gone for your other bootlace.
I fixed that one too.
I don't remember so many ducks last time I was here, though.
There were a couple of ducks that weren't that many.
I don't know why there are more ducks.
Because they don't echo.
Why are you telling us this?
I thought everybody knew. A duck's quack won't echo. It's the only sound in the world.
Is there anything else? Any other truths you'd like us to know?
So does that mean it won't echo throughout time?
Right.
A duck's echo is the only thing that doesn't echo. Or rather, a duck's quack is the only thing that doesn't echo. Everything else does. Everything.
Permission to try something?
Go for it, bro.
I suck in a big breath of air and I shout at all of these ducks. I just roar at them.
You roar at the ducks?
Across the water, yeah.
So the ducks
This is gonna be bad
fucking
news.
they fly everywhere.
Try not to shout in these people's ears.
They are gone. And everybody at the boardwalk just kind of looks at you for a second and then just goes back to what they're doing. Except Ramsia, who just seems to still be staring out across the water. And the gentleman says, well, you got rid of the ducks.
I didn't hear my own echo. I suppose
Have
it
an
needs
echo, you need something to bounce off.
reflect
don't
off
you?
of course.
The water?
The water will carry your voice. But your growl does have an echo. Everything has an echo.
Except for a duck's quack.
Right. But perhaps the person that we are looking for left some echo somewhere.
That's what I thought I was following last time.
Perhaps the traces are elsewhere, or perhaps they're still there. Where did we leave off?
Walking across the water. I was on top.
Ain't no one who can do that but the Lord Jesus Christ himself.
I was
Well,
walking on top
Sophia?
of the surface of the water, and they were walking underneath.
I'd like to see that.
I look across the water just to see if there's any, like, hint of that figure.
I mean, it's so she's out on a bridge. You kind of have the wrong angle to look under, to look into a water, because the moon is currently reflecting on the top of it. If you went out, you could probably see.
Went out onto the water?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to craft a boat for myself.
What kind of a boat?
Glass bottom boat.
Oh, that's what it's about.
Fucking love those things. They're badass. So
Nice.
I want to like just pick up a stone from the beach.
Your paddles, by the way, they look straight out of from the Lothlorien,
Nice.
those boats,
Nice.
because I know that's what I know my audience.
A
But idly do the
duck-shaped
leaves of
paddle.
Lothlorien fall.
Splash, 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 splash.
So as you're paddling out, you can see underneath there's some very lovely iridescent fish that are swimming through. At one point you see underneath something that looks very deep and very big, whether it's a whale or a shark or whatever, it's not clear, but you move on. And then Yeah, actually, that's a good question, Marigan. I assume that the two of you got onto the boat.
Yes. We're paddling Sophia so she can just like be relaxed and like look
Like
through
a
the bottom of the
figurehead
boat.
on the bow of our little ship. It's definitely in the shape of a swan, yes.
Come into Ramsey's dream. It'll be fun. Do some forced labor.
And then under the
Stop
boat,
splashing me, bro.
just under the bridge, with Ramsey looking out, you can see somebody on the underside. As if the reflection of the bridge is showing somebody who is standing on the bridge on the other end, looking out. Only this bridge, it's not connected to anything. You can't see a reflection of where it ends up.
Do you see that?
Do I?
Yeah, you all
Okay.
see it.
Just checking. Absolutely. We need to find a way to get to her. Them. Sorry.
Can I craft some steps?
Steps? Steps how?
From the boat leading up to the figure. Because if we're under the bridge, and the figure's kind of higher than us, right?
Okay.
Or a
I
ladder.
see what you're meaning. You can craft steps or a ladder, yeah.
Cool. I have some nice steps.
You just do this, and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that
Water steps.
that's like the fucking best.
So you've seen reflections at night where there isn't a ton of light around. It's not entirely clear, but you can still see a reflection is there. There is a reflection here, but it's not entirely clear who it is. But you're getting close to it, and then you are at the level of the reflection itself. You could push through if you tried, maybe.
What happens if I reach my hand out to it?
So as you reach your hand out, one thing that I should point out is that you do not reflect in the water
Anywhere or just sort of here?
here. As you reach close, you can hear the sounds of ducks quacking, echoing off the water.
That man lied to us. I know, but that's Brom's takeaway.
Let's get him.
Let's fucking kill him.
Patches?
Hanging out, following the lead, till I feel like I actually have anything to contribute.
I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
Is it clear where these echoing duck quacks are coming from? Like,
No.
maybe the other side or something?
It's a dream.
Yeah, but, okay. I don't know. The dream's gone, okay? Lady Sophia, I'm not sure if we need to reach through to her or perhaps
Wah.
call her out. Reflect some way.
Wah.
Reflect her back into this part of the dreaming. I don't know.
I've never bridged worlds in a dream. That's a lie.
That is absolutely a lie.
But I don't know how to do it in this case. I've tried it a couple of times with this situation exactly, and I can't.
It's too bad you've never seen worlds collide.
Yeah.
Only one can take it all.
Perhaps then we are not meant to reach out,
Wah, 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 wah.
to draw them back this way somehow. You said you were going to bring something.
Yes, just to help Ramsey remember her dreams.
Wah.
I'll take a duck with me if I have to. It's exactly my plan if we can't figure this out.
We can test the echo theory.
Wah, wah, wah.
Brom,
I
can you
see
just
where
start
this duck
quacking like a
is?
duck?
You're looking around?
Yeah.
Roll me your perception enigmas.
And as she's doing this, I'm going to quack at the reflection that we see in front of us.
Okay.
So what was the difficulty?
6.
Great, 3 successes.
It's just on the underneath of the bridge. There's a lone duck who's just
Like floating below it, or like
up on the rafters of the of the bridge.
But like standing on like a support
Yeah.
beam, not standing upside down.
Yeah.
You're not Alice in Wonderland.
Creepy ass
But yeah.
bat duck.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay. Does it seem to be looking at anything
It's
or?
looking at you.
Ah.
Oh, you're the penguin from Batman. Okay. So you said there weren't as many penguins last time.
Ducks. There were no
Ducks.
penguins.
Penguins!
Penguins.
Everybody do that.
Yes, and penguins. Penguins.
So there weren't
It's just a Mac error sound.
No, there were a few ducks, but I don't remember there being so many ducks. Oh, so many ducks.
The duck is looking directly at you, Patches, right now. It's not the same duck, by the way. It's different coloring. than the one that was
Oh, okay, I was
trying
gonna-
to kill itself on your shoelaces.
I like look in my pockets and see if I have any like, I don't know,
Shiny
beef
objects?
jerky or
Sorry, what?
beef jerky or like random snacks. Loose.
I don't know, Sophia, does she?
Sure. Whoop.
A perfectly shaped ball of salmon and tuna. Like, the fuck?
Pull out some dried seaweed.
Oh.
That's the best I could do.
It's a snack. It's like
damn.
something that you snack on, but also that a duck would probably eat and not get sick from.
I guess so.
Lands on your arm. It's surprisingly heavy,
Yeah, and it's got flat feet, so I make sure that I like flatten out my arm.
and then just reaches out and looks at you,
And there goes your fingers.
and then looks directly back into your face, not moving, and just.
Same to you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Chrome is, I think, second from the left.
When you stare into the duck stares back at you.
Oh.
Oh no. What the fuck, duck? What the duck?
Why does this creature have an affinity for Patches?
I don't know. Patches has a way with animals, I suppose.
The duck looks at Brom.
Ah. I'm sorry, I don't speak the language. What are you trying to tell me?
Sophia, you have a way with animals.
Heppadoo. I'd like to cast Willow Whisper on the duck.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna
Can
look
I-
at animal.
Can I quack back at the duck while she's doing this?
Yeah, sure.
Wah. Wah.
What's your bug for
It's now on Patch's arm,
Yeah, it's standing on Patch's arm, but it's looking to each of you.
Oh.
and I'm in a swan boat right now.
You're in a swan boat underneath a bridge. There's a fox puka above you. There's a weird reflection below you. There's
Ramsey
this
is
old
wondering.
guy on a park bench. Who,
Right. I'd like to climb up onto the head of the swan and balance there, holding my arms out like this, like wings.
Fucking crazy.
Wah.
Like you're doing like the crane kick in Karate Kid?
No, I'm doing like the yoga pose, the tree pose.
Oh, tree pose. Okay. Roll me. Your difficulty, all things considered, is going to be 5. And this is considered Fey 3 because it's in a dream.
Perfect.
How much Fey do you have?
I have 4.
Interesting. I should point out, by the way, and I'm not going to ask you to spend the glamour now because I've fucked it up at this point, that Ramsia isn't Fey 2. She's Fey 5.
Of course she is. Because she's
I can
not.
spend-
You don't have
Yeah,
to.
Fey.
But
for this
do
specifically,
I have
you do not.
to spend?
Because you don't have the realm of Fey 5.
For sure, but I didn't know that the realm was the one that I'm trying to enter the dream. What does
makes
it say?
sense.
Realm used.
Portal passage would be the people you're carrying in.
Yeah, that's true, I
I believe
guess.
that it's the subject of the dream.
You're probably right. I don't have it.
But we're going to ignore that for now.
Cool.
But just so that you know, it's more of a point of interest. Oh,
Interesting.
Turbo dreams. Interesting.
my NES Zapper is, I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
What did you say my bunk was?
Your
Dif-
your difficulty is 5.
My diff is 5. Thank you.
Is this just a red herring, guys?
Probably.
I'm really hoping it is. It's long,
No, it's
drawn
a-
out.
That's
Duck
4
and it's not red.
successes.
Okay, you get 4 questions. This duck.
Wank.
Eh.
Yeah, I'm really hoping he doesn't speak English.
No habla inglés.
No quiero
In
taco.
English, what are you trying to tell us?
In English. Take me home.
Where is your home?
Outside this place. In Antonio Banderas accent. I can't do one, I'm afraid.
No, that's pretty good.
Do this whole segment in French? On peut le faire en français, mais à ce moment, ce serait plus difficile pour tout le monde à comprendre.
Oh, le canard, c'est français.
Quack.
Coin, that's
Quack,
right.
quack,
Quack.
quack,
Coin, coin.
quack.
In French, ducks say coin, not quack.
So I point to the figure. Who is that? And I mean the figure on the underside of the bridge, like near the duck, not
Not
Ramsey.
Not up Ramsey.
No.
Me.
I guess that makes sense.
Moi. Voulez-vous du beurre?
Ugh. Damn.
If we take you out of this place, will we be able to find you in the waking world?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a fucking duck.
Apparently you're not. Apparently you're this figure right here.
The figure could be a duck. We don't know.
No, she doesn't say the last part, but she does say I don't know.
Okay. Do you guys have any ideas for the 5th question?
No,
Oh
you
no,
have-
wait, it was 4?
It was
no, it was
4.
4. Never mind, that's it.
Yeah, it's like, you have a 5th? Quack.
I spend the bucks to buy a tux, to impress the ducks, to get my fucks.
Dr. Seuss, what are you doing
underscore
here?
fucks with ducks.
I tries my lucks.
What a
I think we're
Fucking
taking
legend.
this duck with us outside the dream.
Great.
I'm ready to go. Are
What?
you?
No.
Sure, if that's the answer.
I motion to the figure that's just behind some sort of weird reflection.
The duck is the key.
I cannot contradict you in matters of this nature, but can we not try to call out to this figure to get them to come through here?
Figure, won't you come and talk to us?
Figure does not respond to you. Figure does not move. Figure does not acknowledge your presence. Figure cannot see you.
The only creature in this dream I've managed to have a successful conversation with up to this point is this duck. So the duck is what will be leaving the
That
dream with
includes
us.
you, Brom.
That includes you.
Whoa, don't set
I am
fire
both
to the throat with
insulted
that
and
bird.
absolutely I understand what you are saying.
All the things to take. It's the duck.
Can I just fucking...
Quack.
Are these water steps still here? I want to walk up to the reflection.
As soon as he's halfway up the steps, I would like to remove.
Oh my fucking god! You fall forever. Can I reach out to the surface, whatever this surface is that is reflected behind?
Okay.
I mean, what is it? Is it clear what it's made of? Can I put my hand through it?
It's made of water, but as you lay your hand on it, your own hand appears just at the very, just as it looks like you're about to, your own hand stops you. Your own reflection.
And then when I turn around, I don't see the... Oh, I do see the reflection of this figure. It's Ramsia.
Yes.
Okay.
You ending the dream?
Yes, and I'm going to cast, this is my first time casting Dream Manifest, so I want to make sure I do it right.
Dream manifest. I believe you can take me out of the night.
The cantrip's realm determines what transfers from the dream world into chimerical reality. As soon as the cantrip completes, the target disappears from the dream and manifests in the waking world. The chimera retains its nature from the dream, though the extent of its power is dependent on the number of successes rolled for the cantrip. The Oneiromancer automatically gains insight into the nature of the chimera, but the more powerful and sentient the manifestation, the less control she can exert.
Oh.
Normally, they will fade and disappear when the dreamer falls asleep and begins to dream again, but you can infuse it each day with a point of glamour to keep it going.
Oh no, not you, Duck, no!
Well, are you saying
Don't leave me, Duck!
Point.
you think there's a possibility that we might manifest a like perfectly sentient, intelligent duck that will like run
Howard
rampant
the
through
duck.
Montreal?
No, I can force it to become real in the mundane world, but that becomes a weird cantrip, and I have to spend a point of willpower. So I just want to make it manifest in the
Right,
It
chimerical
would be
reality.
irresponsible to bring another duck into this terrible, cruel world.
All right, I'm ready to give this duck manifest. I can't believe it's a duck. I can't believe the first time I use this, it's on a
Right.
duck.
Well, we're gonna cook it? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, do you like oranges?
In this case, is it Fae? Because it's
It's
a
Fae.
chimera? Okay,
It's a chimera.
my bunk is... I don't know.
Do you want to drop the stairs out from under me?
I mean, yeah, but only with your permission.
Sure. For a bunk? Sure.
So I want to go, woo!
Your difficulty's 5.
Not again!
You fall into the water.
Okay. I can't swim. Just kidding, I'm
Because
kidding.
you turn to a hammer in the water because you're a chimera. Sorry. Stupid reference.
It's okay because actually the rock that surrounds you, it's all soapstone, so you just...
That would be really unfortunate in a lot of circumstances.
Okay, I just accidentally made a really powerful chimera out of this duck.
Yes!
So I rolled 4 successes, so this is a complex crafted chimera, or having 30 to 35 chimera points.
How much does
It's
Mab
okay.
have?
I know exactly what's happening, so you don't...
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you.
How many points does Mab have?
I don't know. We never really.
Not much.
Oh, okay. I don't want to.
Mab's not...
Jesus.
She has enough points to transform from a lizard with a lot of sass.
We
into a
fudged it
harp.
because technically she has the weird read because she has to be able to appear as a harp to
Right.
other people, which would make her actually pretty powerful because that's like 7 points alone. But she's not that powerful.
Yeah.
Right.
She's a sassy lizard who doesn't really have
Just
much-
all I wanted.
like
It really is.
her
Lizard duck.
opinions basically follow along of like Sophia good, I'm better, everyone else is kind of trash.
Hey,
Trash.
wasn't that Peeps as well? And Helena
It's
for
like
that matter?
Sophia's
I'm
friends.
very confused now.
Sophia's
Isn't that also
friends.
Sophia's?
All right, got a duck.
Zool. Oh, shit.
So you leave the dream and you see the duck. It is still on Patch's arm.
I did it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think we could
Looks up at you.
put it down now.
I'm gonna go over towards Sophia's kitchen island and try to set it.
What are you doing?
And
Encourage it to stand
the
up.
duck opens its mouth.
Oh boy.
I'm lost.
What the fuck?
I'm lost. I wandered too far from the path and stumbled. I can't find it again. Where did it go? Shades and echoes stretch back, but I don't see them. Can you find them? My echoes? Her echoes?
A duck is like an owl.
Yes.
Took me too long to figure that out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. We should have just said it out loud. Yeah.
I mean, I knew
I'm gonna
that
play
it was
that again.
10,000 things.
Thank
but
you,
I
yeah.
forgot it was an
I'm lost. I wandered too far from the path and stumbled. I can't find it again. Where did it go? Shades and echoes stretch far back, but I don't see them. Can you find them? My echoes?
Oh, I know what I need to do. All right, we're going to play it one more time, folks, but this time I'm going to increase the volume for you guys so you can hear it, because at the moment you can't hear it very well.
Yes.
I'm lost. I wandered too far from the path and stumbled. I can't find it again. Where did it go? Shades and echoes stretch far back, but I don't see them. Can you find them? My echoes? Her echoes?
Was that better, everyone?
Fenris's ears are bleeding. Everyone.
If it isn't, then I can just
Yeah.
mute the whole.
Yeah, so basically you were hearing it quiet and quietly through our microphones, which were at a higher volume, so we just had to do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for the save.
Duck equals 10K.
Yep.
Excellent.
We all just like stare at the stack, obviously.
And then Ramsia just stirs and her tail stops twitching. And she turns her head and she looks up, and the duck looks directly at her.
I'm just gonna head into Sophia's fridge and help myself to some of the salad that I'm sure she has. It's kale.
Focus. Remember. I do. I don't forget you. I can't. I'm reaching, but I haven't. I have hope. I have hope, and I love you. For eternity, I do.
And the duck looks back at you three. Wah. And instead of going for whatever you've got, it flutters up once and then flies towards Ramsia, hits her, and the duck just disappears. But you hear, wait, as it comes back at you.
I can honestly say I didn't expect that.
Is Ramsia awake? Or did she like,
She was
Did
vaguely
she fall back?
awake
Yeah.
when this happened, and then she's fallen back
Okay.
asleep.
And so the duck just disappeared?
Yep. Duck, no!
DuckTales. Woo!
Bam, bam, bam.
Well, I mean, that was her. That was who Ramsey has been searching for.
So Ramsey found her, in a way.
In a way.
In a way.
She's gone off the path, she says. Perhaps in those wilds, perhaps elsewhere. And we need to find her. Retrace both of their steps, I suppose.
I'm hoping that now Ramsey will be able to remember her dreams.
Well, that would be
Maybe
helpful.
there's a block that's been removed.
DuckTales.
Just keep going back into the dream and taking her out.
And just keep getting the duck out of the dream again and again and again. Forever.
Maybe getting a different response every time.
Not a long-term solution.
Quack.
They're echoes.
So, Patches, you're of a scientific bent. Roll me intelligence. Science isn't even a thing, is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll roll intelligence science.
Intelligence science. Hey!
Hey.
One success.
Ducks, quacks, echo.
Yep.
Everything echoes if it's a sound. That's how sound works.
Yeah, thank you.
People are just dicks.
Yep.
Can't believe she had to roll for that. What if she botched? Go on.
Guys, no, ducks, quacks don't echo. Seriously.
man,
Could
the
I
dream was
roll the dream interpretation on that?
Yes.
And
Yay.
my intent with this roll is to see if there's any symbolism in the dream that I missed that I should be researching further. I don't have specific questions because I think I got.
Everybody can roll dream interpretation, and their successes will add to your pool.
Excellent.
Great.
Intelligence enigmas, yeah?
Yeah, let them roll first.
Perfect.
In Norse mythology, the duck was a symbol of strength and passion.
Oh, el pasión.
3.
Okay, add 5 dice.
You put our thinking caps
Difficulty
together.
is 8.
And I have dream interpretation as a specialty.
You do.
Hooray!
Duck dream. Woo.
Bucktails.
It's 4 successes.
On a diff 8, eh?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I rolled 3 9s.
No, I know.
That's probably a lot.
Anything I should be researching? Yes, the symbolism of ducks in ancient Japanese mythology.
10K shouldn't take such delicious forms. First an owl, now
We
a
have some
duck.
duck fans in here.
Ooh.
I was writing dream interpretation.
This duck was an echo.
Sorry. Something about the word duck is very funny to me. Okay.
Because it rhymes with a lot of words.
Okay.
I haven't seen the new DuckTales. I really want to, though. Apparently it's like great.
And it's David Tennant.
And like Abed from Community. This duck is an echo. This duck is a representation of whoever this mysterious person is. I'm going to call them 10K for now, even though like that might not be the name any longer, but whatever. Except that the echo came from Ramsia. It means that they're linked. And it means that anything that happens to one of them as a magical bent will also happen to the other.
Whoa.
In mechanical terms, any cantrip that Ramsia is subject to will also affect this other person and vice versa. However, the exact effects are unpredictable. They could be stronger, they could be weaker, or they could be different entirely. So, for instance, if, say, you decided to flicker flash,
That's exactly what I was thinking.
if you decided to flicker flash Ramsia somewhere, then this other person could potentially be flicker flash, but you wouldn't be able to select where.
Well, I can't anyway. So I'd just be like, Ramsia, flicker flash to your favorite place.
Right. But it
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily work the same way.
Oh, fondest greetings. Fondest greetings.
Interesting.
It means that she is, first of all, it means that she's absolutely, definitely alive. It also means that she must also be Siahang. The immortal, it's spelled C-O chain.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's pronounced Siane, but I'm not.
We had this
Totally sure.
discussion last time
Oh,
it came up.
I'm going to write.
Someone's
it
going to
down.
correct me in about 5
Xion,
minutes
I
or
think
seconds.
we came up with.
Xion sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Xion?
Xion.
Ah, Xion. There you go.
Xion.
So almost certainly is also Xion.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
There wouldn't be any way of necessarily determining that about somebody, though. Right?
Being Xian?
Yeah.
No. Almost certainly.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that immortal thing, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relay all this information to my peeps.
He's no longer here.
Quack.
Play.
Duck horn. Woo.
Well, we have to tell Ramsia.
When she wakes up.
Let's let her sleep, though. What time is it?
Oh, it's like 1 p.m.
Perfect. Let's go to the exhaust.
Leave her a little note.
Yeah.
Bye.
Come talk to us when you wake up.
You just like put a post-it on like her hip.
On her face, yeah. No, it's on the bedside table.
Okay.
I mean, they're certainly drawn to one another. That much is very clear. How one became lost to the other is interesting to me. I wonder how we can find these shades, these echoes, by tracking back through their existences, perhaps.
I can't imagine how frustrating it must have been to feel like you'd almost found them. And then, as Ramsey has said, death kept ruining the search. So one of them would die and would end up somewhere completely different as someone different. You'd have to start all over again. They both became immortal to stop that. And they still can't find each other. It's so sad.
Well, she is lost.
Lost how?
Yeah. Thanks.
Who said that?
The voice
You
man.
have 4 successes.
Yeah.
I've given you information about echoes. I've given you information about the Xian. Fuck.
It's like Siobhan, but without the V.
Ah.
Similarly, of that realms.
Similarly, Jorik's ex-lover, Xian, I think it was. Whoa, someone's gonna correct me on that.
Ex-lover.
But I'll give you one other thing.
Baby mama.
The duck specifically said.
Yes.
Duck specific.
I want you to
God
listen.
damn it, John.
I'm gonna listen one more time.
I wrote it down.
I'm lost. I wandered too far from the path and stumbled.
Oh, great. The duck. Well,
Back
the person
to the
is in the dreaming.
Good thing we have that magical ship to go find lost lovers. That's what we need to call the
How do we find a
dream
lost
ship.
duck in the dreaming?
Quack.
And that means
And
we
wait
have
for
to
the
wander
echo?
from the path.
I liked that
We
passage.
have the ship.
That was funny.
Quack and wait for the echo.
Oh boy.
Who's talking about my ship? Zisser, for in a rare moment, is actually alone in the exhaust. He's standing behind the bar with absolutely zero fear, and he has a drink which is not only bubbling, but there's also some kind of vapor coming up off of it. And it's in a giant Erlenmeyer flask.
Yes, of course.
That's cool.
Looks like it's not a one-use, one-purpose device. Looks like there are other lovers who are lost who can be found through the dreaming.
Where are you intending to take the ship?
Back to where it's intended to travel.
We would have a guide.
The dreaming.
It's a bit of a long shot, sister, but
This time doesn't have necessarily a ticking time bomb.
We're very
involved.
good at long shots.
I could maybe think about preparing. Getting our ducks in a row, so to speak.
Patches, please. My heart can only take so much.
You're a dad. You're just jealous.
I'm so proud.
She's just winging it, bro.
I'm so proud.
Beak off.
He's such a loon.
No.
Okay.
It'll be all right. It's like water off.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. It's starting.
Corkscrew dick.
Oh. Okay.
We
And on
ruined
that
it.
note,
Damn it, Dad. No. Anyway. Zister, it would appear that Ramsia's one true heart is still out there, lost along the Silver Path.
off the silver path,
Off the Silver Path.
Off the silver path.
which is why she's lost.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
me.
sister.
You might wonder how I got myself in this situation.
You have something back there, sister.
I mean, obviously. He has one of those sound effect button apps on his phone.
Off the Silver Path.
Yep. Into the danger zone.
The machine isn't designed to go off the Silver Path, not easily.
Gosh, if only we had a genius inventor that could upgrade it.
Is it modifiable?
To prove that love maybe doesn't conquer all, but that it's worth fighting for.
I think if anything is proof that love does conquer all, it's this.
It's our first success, and what will soon be our second success.
Confidence.
I'd be able to make modifications, but there are certain things that you'd have to understand. Going off the Silver Path means that it's already going to be dangerous. Anything out there would be able to get you. You wouldn't have the protections of the path. Also, you'd have to be able to fly the ship manually in order to attempt to make it work. You're going to need your guide in place, and they would have to remain there as long as you are off the path. But how do you know what guide to use? You don't know where you're going.
It has to be Ramsia.
She is the one who taught you much of what you know. when
She's
it
the
comes to
only one with the
dreaming.
link to the person we're tracking.
Unless someone else was dreaming about Ramsia, and we were able to affect her, to bring her closer into contact with this other person. I thought this was a green light session.
I don't know what you're suggesting.
Sophia dreams about Ramsia so that we have Ramsia with us. So it's like you, me, and Ramsia.
So what you're saying is you want to break me out of a session?
No, I want a fifth.
We can't fit that many in the ship.
Scott, I mean,
Did last?
Scott, you prick.
It was us three and Kaylee.
I think
And
it's
tell
better
us.
if Brom stayed
There
behind.
are 5
Right.
seats in the
Man.
ship.
Okay, you're
One of
right,
them is
I'm
the
wrong.
guide, and the
Yep.
guide is
Now it's
Strapped
gonna be
to a
stuck.
bed and sleeping.
must be asleep. Yeah, strapped to a bed and sleeping in order to get to the destination.
Sedated.
Yeah.
There's room for 4 others in the ship. But you were going somewhere potentially to pick somebody up.
Thank you.
That would have been great. Look, there she is. Where's she gonna? Oh,
Oh, well, bye, Brom. It's really nice knowing you.
I was gonna be like,
You don't want
whoever our fourth
to
is.
shoot out Hergo? Like what? Me?
Eat that.
Hergo! Yay! Yay! Nice.
that's getting clipped.
You don't have a clip button, do you? Oh, someone.
I would mention it. I'm not stupid.
Thanks,
Whoa.
sister.
Tied to the roof will be fine.
So, are we in agreement that this is very silly and very dangerous, but
I'm still gonna
if
try it.
anyone can do it, we can, and we've sort of done it before, sort of, so let's do it again.
Hey, we aren't trying to Dantain, which was considered impossible.
It's
We're just
true.
trying
This
to...
is just considered stupid.
Yeah.
I think we're making steps in the right direction.
Shit
we'll
that I
take
can do about the
precautions.
modifications. It's going to take me a couple of hours.
Thank you, sister.
What?
Hours. I mean, you're right. I called you a genius. I shouldn't expect any less.
Well, I need a few days anyway. I'm not going into the dreaming with a weakened pool, so to speak.
What did you call me?
What, mate?
You what, mate?
Just put that copy paste in from
Yeah.
the guy, the seal.
Oh,
The Navy seal.
video seal.
You're dead, kiddo.
You're dead. You're dead.
As long as you understand the risks. The only reason that you're going to be able to reach this person if somebody actually knows where they are.
They don't.
Well, then we'll do a lot of dream
That's not
delving.
entirely true. They're linked.
And what affects one affects the other. Cantrips! Can you just like make Ramsey grow like 70 feet?
I mean, yeah, I can keep stacking that.
And then we just watch somebody popping up over the
That's funny.
It's just
I was
a
thinking more of a
giant
ping
duck.
of energy, like a
Like
a
a giant
GPS,
inflated
but
duck.
Thinking we
that's
should look for a
actually
giant
much
duck.
funnier.
Oh my god.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
If Ramsey is asleep and is dreaming of whoever else this is, then that's where it'll go.
Wait, what? Sorry.
If Ramsey is asleep and she is dreaming of this other person,
Yeah.
that's where the ship will go.
Yeah, it's perfect. And we can make the duck grow 70 feet. Just for the hell of it.
It's not necessarily a duck. The duck is a messenger. It's also a metaphor.
I choose to
Jesus fucking
believe it will
Christ.
always be a duck. And I
Aaron,
want to
You have power on the stream.
Ramsey
Duck puka.
gets
Make it
married
happen.
to a duck in the future.
I've never been so happy.
You may now kiss the bride's bill. That's what I like to hear.
I want to call it
Oh, Christ. Are you guys going to make the duck?
Yes!
Ducktail.
Derek the duck.
No.
Darla the duck.
Duck. Just duck.
I do like
The
duck.
duck can choose its own name.
True.
When we need it, it will tell us
John,
its name.
I liked the metaphor, dude, but like,
Quack.
people like a good.
I introduce an animal. I introduce an animal into this thing, and for some reason everyone's like, let's show another fucking animal. Hey, there's a goat. The goat was meant to be eaten. The goat
Yeah.
was going to be food.
I tried to sacrifice it, and then the person I was sacrificing it to didn't want it, so we were stuck with it.
Duquesne. Or Duke.
Duke.
I love it.
Can. Short for canard.
Yeah.
I do, and that's the problem, Dio.
Aw.
Love is a mini splendid thing. All you need is quack.
It's okay. A duck is a bird. You know what else is a bird? An owl.
Oh.
So it's a parallel metaphor. So while we're in...
We could be lovers. We can't do quack. We could be lovers, and that's a quack.
Okay, so
I like Drake Mallard. That's good.
No Darkwing Duck jokes today, folks.
True.
hello.
No Darkwing Duck jokes.
I am a little concerned that people might not be up for the idea that we're setting off on a dangerous quest so soon after returning.
Well, we'll wait a few days.
to refill our pools.
Right.
Anyway, I've got a project to keep working on, so I mean,
You never stop, do you?
this one's for the High Queen, by request of the High King.
So it is of the utmost importance, I'd say.
Of course. No, I
You know, right up there with the entire Grandest, and Remind me what you're up to? I'm just kidding. I know you just reformed the red branch into the golden braid. And
also need a
it's very
job to support
important.
my family. Thank you very much.
I bought all this red string. What am I supposed to do with it?
So, it only came in large packets, but they were so much cheaper than the small ones.
I wonder if Brom's kids remember how he looks.
No, definitely not.
Dad, you look so craggy. What happened to your face, man? Exactly, guys. Exactly.
All right, Brom, you can stay behind if you'd like.
I forgot about the time.
No,
loss.
no. I do have a question, though,
I've
John.
got things to get done before we lose 3 months again, actually.
That is
There's no
a good
guarantee
point.
that you'd lose 3 months. Maybe you'd come back and it would be like 4 seconds. Maybe you'd come back and it'd be the year 1912.
Yep.
But you're not going into the far or the deep dreaming. You're going into the near dreaming, potentially. Mm-hmm. Or the far dreaming or the deep dreaming.
Who knows?
The thing is, the ship will tell you if you're moving into a different thing. And the near dreaming, the time dilation isn't nearly the same kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's good at least. I'm sorry, this is, well, so
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? But like, as Aragwen points out, the text I sent earlier in the session, I'm going to send a follow-up because I'm curious to know, has she set a date with Giorgio?
Yes. It's in 2020.
Okay.
They're going to have a spring wedding.
That's nice.
Can you imagine if we come back
Spring 2020?
on that exact day?
And by some weird twist of the dreaming, we're dumped out
Like
into
into
the
the
wedding.
wedding?
Yeah.
Woo!
But like we're all in like perfect suits or whatever.
Except you're like missing an arm.
Foot.
And you're
Last
70
time,
feet tall.
arm was- Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Bad Brom.
So you're going to go sleep?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but yeah, like, but.
You're going to continue working on your loom plans? Is that what you were on your phone for earlier?
I was trying to just read a bit about what makes a loom. A loom. Yes.
I love this.
I like to think that it's either like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally doing knocker stuff, or it's literally she's just like, fuck this game. Tinder.
Also relevant to the game, but no.
True. Very true.
It was just speaking there. Whoa!
Whoa! That is what that sound would be. That's us.
Brom?
I'm gonna go talk to Kyoko.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm so pleased that we're here, back here again. We can finally let ourselves get back to normal.
For a couple of days.
What? What do you mean?
We may be able to reunite Ramsia with her one true heart.
Oh.
We're going to venture into the dreaming.
Oh.
You know, I don't want for it to be this way.
You don't want for it to be how? That you make decisions and I get to hear about them afterwards?
Well, that also that our motley is not for people.
Do you mean that as in you are not for FOUR, or do you mean that your motley is not for people? FOR, like you're for something else?
We are for Cathane. That is correct.
You have to go.
I do not have to, but I choose to.
You have to go.
I wonder how we can spend time between then and now.
Bless you.
Oh,
I'm
bless you,
sorry.
Brom.
I suppose I could waste the time just being angry with you. That would be fun. Maybe you could spill something on the ground and I could scold you for it.
Perhaps I could spill some tea. The tea is for truth. And the truth is, I love you.
Oh, God. She just sits down.
I saw you watching that
She
show.
sits-
I had to look it up. I
She
didn't
sits
understand.
back in her chair and just like completely buries her face into her hands and then buries her hands in her ears.
I thought this was I didn't understand what you were watching. I didn't understand it, but I looked up what that was. I thought it would be nice to share this with you. Did I fuck it up? I'm sensing a yes.
I know that you have to go. I know that it is in your nature and that it is part of the reason why I, for whatever dreaming enhanced reason, I care about you. But
Was it because I sound uncool?
it's because you made the choice and you came in to tell me about it. Instead of having a discussion, I'm receiving instructions.
You would be able to convince me too easily.
But it's for love, right? There's no nobler a cause.
It's true.
And it does conquer all. I get to pick what we're watching tonight.
That doesn't seem like a fair trade.
I get to pick what we're watching every night until you get back.
That seems like a fairer trade.
I hope you like subtitles.
Oh no. I lost my reading glasses. This is going to be difficult.
That will be a fair trade. Show a loom.
I thought you had your own project to work on.
I'm sorry. Next time that I decide to use my considerable genius to help your ass out, I'll do it on your timetable, not mine.
Yes, a loom.
I didn't realize that you loved blankets so much.
Well, I don't have a snarky comeback that isn't going to get wildly inappropriate. It's for Lenore. She is a weaver, amongst other things. And she made the braids for the golden braid. And that was her one request of the Grand Best Inn for when she visits, was to have access to a loom.
I gotta say that I'm worried about this. You're testing the ship in an unknown way, which means that I'm installing a few backups.
Is it a portable you?
No. But I'll make sure to run you through them before you leave. It's for love, right?
Absolutely.
I've been on Sheely all my life. As long as I can remember.
And I.
But you brought
Doesn't
Talus back.
I won't go to the ends of the earth or the ends of the dreaming to bring true joy to those who I can.
So what you're saying that is that it isn't love that conquers all, but patches.
Passion.
Are you making fun of my accent now?
No, not
little
at all.
shit.
Not at all.
Why would we have just started now? Like what? Oh my god.
I could eat you in one gulp and then have you clart all over my plate in the next 40 seconds if you don't ever comment on the fact that I have a different accent than you.
That's really not what it was about at all. It was a bad attempt at a pun.
It's all right. You're getting better at this. Standing up to me. When you leave, I'm going to tell you to bring the ship back in one piece. But I'm lying to you. We could build another one.
Yeah, but I think if it falls apart with us in it, we may also be... So, I think I'll try to bring it back in one piece. If a mysterious creature runs off with an extraneous bolt, we'll probably be okay.
Where do you go?
Yeah, to the exhaust. Yeah. I don't think there's nobody that I really need to talk to about this. I don't think anybody else is into dream interpretations or the dreaming.
Maybe they have hobbies.
Maybe they do.
I mean, no one ever asked me.
The hobbies include
I'm not crying, you're
swearing,
crying.
smoking.
Who's in the exhaust? Let's see who's down there. And
No one's in the exhaust.
No one's in the exhaust.
Zister was in the exhaust, and then he left immediately to go down to the ship.
Fair enough.
So you're alone.
All alone.
Ramsey is in your room.
She is, but I want her to sleep.
Is there nobody you want to? I don't know. Doesn't Sophia love someone that she wants to talk to?
Who should she tell about this? She's gonna tell Zeron about this.
I was gonna say, her,
He's still
her
here?
side bay.
I don't know if he is
Zeron's
still
out
here.
in the garden.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll go out there. Ooh, dream trigger.
Zeron's out in the garden, and he's currently looks like he's got a spade. He is scratching an X into the ground, close to the wall that leads off to the edge.
What are you doing?
I had a conversation with an older dragon once. It's good to give a target. If the little one returns,
She's getting very good at flying. She grew up so fast.
maybe I just not used to seeing it happen that quickly. Trying to hold on to the past. He's literally just like, what are you doing?
It's for little one. Yeah, that's
like,
the landing strip
You know, it's
target.
like this swooshy X, definitely a landing.
Just calligraphy.
Yeah.
What a dude.
We're going back to the dreaming in a few days. We're going to leave the Silver Path. You seem unfazed.
I know what you've done.
Oh God.
I know what you did last summer.
I know that you wouldn't go if it wasn't important. And I know that you wouldn't go if you didn't think you could succeed.
You have so much faith in all of us.
I suppose. Is it not earned?
I suppose, but mostly even at this point, when we tell people about our plans, we're met with, ugh, what? That's foolish. Something like that. Usually with a bit more profanities worked into it.
When I was 6 years old, my favorite thing in the world was to have my father read to me just before bed. He still does. Every 6 months or so. He'll call me and he'll have a new short story that he's found, or a poem, and he'll read it to me. One of the best things about reading those stories with him was that I learned about who eventually I would become. I live in a world of heroes. I live in a world of possibilities that the sleepers can only dream of. The sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve, they dream of this world because it's one that they would like to see, but not one that they would like to live in. I live in it, as do you. I cannot be surprised that we are trying to live up to the legends they ascribe to us. And I cannot stop it. A force that will not yield. So, no, I'm not surprised. Not surprised that you're going. Not surprised that you'll come back.
Hopefully with one more.
Love conquers all.
Ramsey has been searching for her other half for so long. Suddenly we have the opportunity to find this person and reunite them for the first time in, I don't even know, what kind of monsters would be to not try, especially when we have a ship.
Are you trying to convince me?
I think I was trying to convince myself.
That was my next question.
I understand enough about the dreaming to know that I have complete confidence in us, and I still recognize that what we are doing is incredibly ill-advised.
Ill-advised. Stepping in front of the assemblage of court and declaring yourself allied to the High Queen, despite a house that others may, for whatever reasons they've so chosen, have deemed one beneath their notice.
I don't think we're beneath their notice anymore.
No, I believe you're right.
You helped with that. When we danced together at the ball, I'm sure you noticed. That created quite a stir.
I'm sympathetic to your cause. Mortals have always been very important to me. It is why I amuse them. It is why I try not to spend my time on an ivory tower. I'm of the Phoenix. I have no regrets there.
They're lucky to have you.
I'm lucky that I had someone to show me that it was all right to dance.
That's nice.
Dance! Will you stay here for a while?
I suppose I will.
You're not needed back at Heart's Light.
Not for some time.
Good. We all missed you.
It was never truly that far away.
I know, but there are so many people who live here.
You're right. perhaps we could play.
I'd like that.
And I think we'll end the session there.
Yeah. Oh. So, do they play their instruments together that night? Is that what they're doing?
Just pointed that he said
Sorry,
that he's
everyone.
of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's a throwback for Red Branch.
Cool. Oh, bye.
He's not Gwydion. He never was.
That's right, yeah.
Just sometimes things get confused. It's
That was nice.
she also have a slightly different relationship with time than any other Kith. Specifically, actually, are Katie and she.
Yes,
Autumn
that
she
I would imagine.
less so. But that's a throwback from the old books that I want to keep because it's
Scott, do you have any theories for the drink counter?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. What do you think?
I'm thinking, can I just tell you?
Whisper quietly.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, God.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for Kate to get back, we'll leave the play of the game out for a second, and instead I'll just ask Scott, what did you learn?
Duck gif. I learned that I like ducks, apparently. Oh, I guess...
That's a duck.
That's
Sure
awesome.
is a duck.
Oh my God!
I just wanted to point out something that Eraser TX said way up higher. They're talking about going off the silver path and the dreaming, like they're going for Dippin' Dots at the mall.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
reminded me of Dippin' Dots.
I learned that Brahm despite the sort of moment, the
Oh, there it is. Down a bit.
despite the issue that he ran into with his relationship with Kyoko at Tara-Nar, right? Despite that, I think he's still very much like she said to him, you know, you're the person who always goes out and does the thing, and that's who you are. And I think he heard that and is still like, yep, I'm gonna do the thing. And I don't know if he's ever not going to
That's what
be
he's
that
gonna
guy.
You're the meaning in my life.
Oh my God.
You're the inspiration.
He's a workaholic. He's a questaholic.
Questaholic.
What about you?
Sophia's really proud that they've finally made some progress on Ramsia's conundrum. And I think being named advisor of dreams and all the stuff that she did at Tara-Nar has given her new confidence when it comes to dreams and the dreaming.
I think that's a good thing to do. Just before we get to Kate, here's your play of the game. And vote 0, 1, 2, or 3 now. Sophia manifests a duck from dreams. It wasn't what it was quacked up to be. Brahm's contributions to duck puns are paltry at best, but at least he never disappoints the people who care about him.
Oh my God.
Or Patches arranges to get everyone's ducks in a row and use Zister's ship to take flight. Everyone is
Poultry
in
at
rare
best.
form.
Holy crap, guys.
Kate.
Oh my God.
I learned that as much as Patches personally isn't looking for love and doesn't take it as a priority, she sees how important it is to certain people, and with Zister and Talus just being such a great pair, she wanted to save that. And the same way that since the first time they got to know Ramsia, they knew she was searching for this person, the fact that Ramsia has just literally become immortal and like gone through time and space and reality to find her other person. Like she isn't gonna fight for like, you know, Cog and Cog's girlfriend quite yet. Sorry. Not
while they're ruining beanbags.
Patches, please, she's hanging off the side of the building. No. Just drop her.
I would save her as a
I'm kidding.
No,
yes, I'm
it's
sorry.
not.
That's a terrible thing to say.
rude.
So rude.
Dude. You know what else is rude?
What?
We didn't play the game 2 times in a row.
Yes. Manifesting a duck.
Quack.
Do, do, do,
Quack,
do, do.
quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
That's very funny. Ah, he got the thing.
This sounds sort of like a duck, right?
Quack, 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 quack. Uh-oh.
All right, Scott, your guess is pretty good.
All right.
Want to run it by Kate?
Oh, you want me to tell you, or?
Oh, it still says we're in Tara-Nar.
I used willpower, and that's when the first showed up, and then nothing else made any sense to me, so I go with whatever Scott said.
Okay.
What did you use willpower on?
My first roll.
What was your
Named
first roll?
the naming of locations within the spark, like the workshop and the exhaust. It's wrong, but hit me up. I want to know it's wrong. Tell me. I want to know what love
is.
Nope. John?
7 drinks. I'm really gonna have to go out on a limb here because I was focusing a lot on this and I don't think I caught.
Yeah, those
Fantastic.
quacks
Came up.
don't do themselves. Fuck you.
I'm going to say that it was each time that they made reference to someone's relationship. This is going to be a super nope. It's going to be like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
Rolls
Nope.
Probably not. So, tell us.
Remember to swear a quest oath, you can kill some of your banality. It's
true.
Each time the characters went looking for something or someone.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Because we kept looking for Patches in the workshop. That's why I heard workshop
Yeah.
a bunch. That's why.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, where's Ramsey right now? It's up there, you know.
Gotcha.
That's cool. That's great.
That's a, you know, like
Three?
that's my idea of a
Three.
very fair drink
4.
counter, so that works.
Write down your XP.
Got it.
Oh, was it 3?
3 for
Wrote it
you.
down.
Why it was 3? I thought it was 2. What the hell? No, it is. Yeah.
I mean, it should be.
Stop.
You can change it.
We're almost at episode 80, John. You could.
Yeah, you can dial us back if you need to.
We'll see.
You only get experience from killing Chimera.
All right. Shake.
Her go. Let's go, buddy.
Sorry, she was just closest.
That would be very sad.
She won't be the last. Don't you worry. Shake, 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 shake,
Jesus
shake, shake.
Christ.
She's shaking everything.
Oh no, it's okay. You can get all the experience points that she's accumulated, but you have to eat her.
Start a fire out in the garden pit. You know, pit roaster.
Hey.
Why are you playing this again? What's wrong with you?
He was closest.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
That
Yeah.
will never happen.
Yuck.
It's true.
Ever, ever, ever.
I can firmly say that will literally never happen.
No.
I mean,
John,
probably not.
you have a dream. It's a terrible one. Oh God, no. Okay.
No, the never-ending story, like, basically, you know, traumatized me enough as a child that,
Oh,
like,
boy.
watching animals get hurt is very, very,
fair.
very awful.
Definitely a dream-sized duck. Crosshair, but good one.
Well, folks, that's a thing. That's a game that we just played.
It was a good game.
Games.
And today was like donation central, man. Can we shout out everybody again? Thank you so much.
you.
We went an extra
Sucks.
like 10 minutes. I mean, we also kind of had a slow start. 'cause
Well, but they got that
thing.
pre-show show.
Pre-show. That's true. It looks like you guys are headed back into the dreaming.
We sure are. Try and keep us away. Oh God, please keep us away.
You know, one of the things that I do know about heading into the dreaming is that it can be difficult to keep track. One of the easiest ways to keep track of this game is to go on rpgclinic.com, which I also have to point out that recently we've had a few wiki edits from Elenaria,
Thank you, Eleanor.
which is just like, you guys, you could be also that cool. Probably won't, but you could.
It's a challenge.
The wiki is a good place for you to find out information about synopses for each episode, the characters, the places that there have been. You can find all of it at rpgclinic.com. And everyone also includes a link to every VOD that we have. That's pretty cool. I don't think that there's anything cooler than that. But wait, there is.
Oh,
There's going to be another game played tomorrow.
nice.
Where's that going to be?
It's gonna be at twitch.tv/Beanduck.
And what game is it going to be?
We are playing a campaign of Exalted Third, hashtag full party. Unless that was going to be your third question.
Who's gonna be running it?
Dream.
Him. Who's gonna be running it? Them.
Who's gonna be running it?
He
Tech.
definitely would have known.
Yeah.
When a TOEFL boyfriend and Drew Benny goes, oh fuck,
Yikes.
yes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right, folks.
So you can join us for full party tomorrow, twitch.tv/Beanduck at 7 Eastern, which is different, but a fun time nonetheless.
You can also totally catch Punchy. That's on Fridays.
I have a special guest this week. Jess Files.
Oh,
Gonna be playing Skyrim for the first time. We're gonna start a
OG
character.
Punchy?
I am so excited.
Oh.
I'm gonna
It's
start.
going to be
her
2
from the
hours of
beginning.
character customization.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, there's not
Then
going to be a
she's gonna
stream.
love it, and she won't be able to like bring the character home.
Yeah. So she'll just have to come back.
Dang.
John.
She's very
Remember,
excited.
This week, podcast being recorded, you'll get to hear Kate's thoughts about the game in a unfettered,
No holds
barred format. And you've heard the ones for Scott and Liz. We should throw those links up again.
Yes, actually, yeah, good idea.
But then
I'll tweet
you'll
them
also
out,
be able to
yeah.
hear Kate's thoughts, which honestly, that interests me just because Kate's just a little bit outside the same experiences of both Scott and Liz. And that she's not an actor, but is still involved in the industry.
Yes.
She recently came back from Japan doing that shit.
Hey, so does.
Thank you.
I really look forward to next session, though. I think that all of you need to keep a lookout on Discord and Twitter. We have a Discord channel. We've got to actually properly make this Discord channel. But one thing that
We
you
have a
can do
forum.
is that you can find us on Discord. We have a forum. I might be reaching out. We'll see. But otherwise, thanks so much, especially for sub-bombing us, for your donations, for your bits.
Thanks to you, we can eat next week.
Thanks to you, we can continue making this stream as good as we can, improving it. Go back and watch Exaltwitch episode 1 and tell us that we haven't, taken a journey, which I'm looking forward to. But it is all thanks to you. And thanks to you.
Thanks to you.
Very much thanks to you.
Without the three of these people in front of me, this shit doesn't happen.
Well, and vice versa.
Go back and watch everything.
Whoa.
Giving a shout out to Dio for that, folks. See you next time.
Bye.